I ain't gonna lie to y'all right now. I don't know how I'm awake. Oh, shit. All right. Let's get down to it. EMEA. A versus C. C, of course, we did not see last weekend. This is NA. We need to go to EMEA. There we go. So that means we're going to be seeing teams for the first time like Aurora. Just got Hardeki coming back for the first time. For the first damn time. There's also Vex, which is not to be confused with Vex Gaming. That is now Orglis in Hungary in Group B. Lasita France. 202, who is one of our PLQ teams. Hopefully everyone's doing good, feeling good. I know we were only just here a couple hours ago for APAC South. Doubleheader. Knock that out the park. I do think, chat, we are going to take NA off. The reason for that being is I'm exhausted, dog. So in order for me to feel good about the double session for APAC North, and also feel good about tomorrow as well, because it's a long weekend, I am going to sleep during the first iteration of break. Or first iteration of NA, I should say. It's like the most watched of the 4 regions. So y'all can go watch different, go find a different watch party or something. But, I'm going to sleep, so I'm good for APAC North. And then we're probably going to skip NA tomorrow as well. That way we can start working on the video, if we're being real. Because realistically, I know I used some of the watch party stuff last time for the last video, but I'd really prefer to mostly use broadcast footage, like official broadcast footage. We had some issues doing that last time around. For example, EMEA was not posted up on their page. And I gotta chat with the folks over at NA or APAC North. See if I let them know when I'm pulling clips, if they can make the VOD where it's not subscriber only for an hour. Because even though I do subscribe, subscriber only means I cannot make clips on it, which is kind of feels bad, bruv. We'll wait to see who else is going to be on so we can see who we want to watch. I think we got a pretty good, at least, start of a selection with Shiv, Denze, Max Strafey, and Kezak. But we will get more going. I'll be right back for just a second, chat. Oh, bye. Okay. Guys probably there then. Oh, I will probably. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out if I. Easy enough. Love you. Alright, Chad, it's my bad. Bam Bam got home real quick before they went back out. Want to say what's up to them real fast. Of course, your boy's locked up in the studio for the rest of the weekend. But yeah, as I was saying before I stepped away, so we are not going to watch NA live. Just simply because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm beat skis, bruv. And I want to make sure I'm good to go for APAC North tonight. And I also want to make sure that I'm good to go tomorrow for not only the EMEA watch party, but we talked about last night. I really think my best bet is to try and get TLDR video up on Monday. I think. So I feel like if we can drop it like before people get home in the evening and start checking online and stuff, you know what I mean? So I do feel like my best shot at doing that would be starting to script and pull clips tonight. Or not tonight, tomorrow night during NA. Maybe even record just about it. I mean, I could probably even record the intro without having the results to the second day of NA. You know what I mean? So I could dead ass script it and record it up to NA. And maybe even start editing it a little bit tomorrow. But that's going to require me to make sure that, like, after EMEA, I'm good tomorrow. So I need to make sure I've got my sleep. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? What's up, Mr. Hobbs? What's up, Bubba? Hey. Hey. You don't ever want to snuggle with me the way you snuggle with Mama. Huh? You never want to snuggle the way you snuggle with Mama. Huh? You turd. Oh, you know what? I need to go grab one thing before we get started.
Welcome back to year 4 of ALGS Split 1, where you can see the best teams in EMEA challenge each other in the most competitive battle royale. I'm Stella Chung, and it is fantastic to be back. Last time I was here with you all was for year 2, and let me tell you, my excitement and love of Apex Legends has not died at all. Welcome to day 2 of Split 1. We'll be seeing Group A return and witness the debut of Group C. And now, if Groups A and B's performances showed us anything last week, it's that these teams are hungry to climb to the top. Joining me today is the wonderful Spider Tiff.
Thank you so much, Stella. I am ecstatic to be back. ALGS is here, and it's match day number 2. You already kind of hinted at it, but I'm excited to see what Group C can bring to the table because there was a lot of action in APAC South last night. Wonton dumpling a 23 elimination game. I want to see some high kill games today.
Yeah, and to help us break down those high-octane matches is also Dia joining the desk.
Hello, hello. I'm not expecting a whole lot of octane, but with Conduit having taken over the meta recently, that's certainly something that we can look forward to. It still feels surreal to be able to pop on and talk about the action, and Tiff and I have been neck deep in VOD review all week, so I'm really looking forward to the matches.
Yeah, and speaking of someone else who also participates in heavy
Graceful
EMEA review, Zephyr, the king of EMEA
Zephyr's
himself.
here as well.
Welcome.
Damn.
You're way too kind. I'm no king. These players are the kings and queens themselves. Of course, though, I'm still excited. It is EMEA, and as a result, I've managed to break on through and become the 3rd member of this excellent broadcast today.
Yeah, I'm wondering how exactly you managed to do that. Dia, any ideas?
I think he's collecting the infinity stones of casting. That's what's happening. And he's manifested the reality with them. Don't do it.
Yeah, I think so as well. All right, well, let's take a look at the overall standings after last week's matches. And man, we saw a lot of action. Tiff, can you help us?
So 4 people on the desk for EMEA, huh? And isn't Graceful joining? Oh, Graceful's probably joining at the halftime.
What exactly we saw was something I was not expecting. If anyone would have walked into the EMEA match day number 1 and got outplayed would win the first matchup and then the final matchup of the day, well, that's crazy because that was not on my roster, my bingo card. Element 6, though, with the new roster coming in with Cracked and Slab, they were able to put up so many eliminations, 36 as the team to reign supreme for match day number 1. But I'm really looking for teams like Passion and 2R1C. A lot of questions in particular with that 2R1C roster.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Dia, we're going to look at the back half of the teams from last week and tell me a bit about what we saw them do in their performances last week.
Now, there were a few surprises here. I'm going to just say it.
We're not going to see Alliance.
Looking at them. Alliance in 14th, I think, caught a lot of people off guard, and we won't actually be seeing themselves get to redeem
Alliance will be
themselves,
tomorrow.
Rather, we won't get to see them redeem themselves in this week of play, or in this day of play. However, the teams that will be able to are teams like Full English, Mind, and Cybercats. And I'm even looking up near the top of this list at Red Dragon, who barely missed out on top 10, being beat by 40% worse just ahead. These two teams will get
40% worse today, baby.
In today's games.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And speaking of today's games, Zephyr, help me look at this comparison of Group A and C and what kind of fights we're going to be seeing today.
Well, we've definitely seen a lot of Group A.
Does this actually need to be refreshed now? Hold on, chat. This is fucking frustrating. They fucking. But why does it play Apex here? Is the other question. Are we slacking? Why are we slacking?
With 2R1C after what is supposedly going to be that change, Thorfinn on his way out.
Yeah, that's going to be really interesting. Now, Tiff, we obviously have a great roster of teams to look at today, but which team in particular are you looking at with matches?
Look, I've been looking at him. The world's been looking at him. It's the return of Max Strafey under kind of the team you aim. Now, we've looked at them and we've centered new contenders.
I am loving that
to Apex
thought.
competitive.
I had Max Strafey up originally.
Max Strafey formerly competed alongside Nasky & Co.
Let's go ahead and pick up. Bro, there's still no. I was hoping we were gonna get a hard decky stream or somebody from Aurora.
Who have also been competing since pretty much Apex inception. Now, what will they be able to do today?
Yes, we'll them to put side comp up there.
In scrims, and I'm hoping for a really solid debut performance here today. Oh, now, but this is where things get really exciting. Dia, I know. I've also been watching Aurora, and if anything is to be said, 9 Impulse had some crazy plays yesterday, so I want to hear more from them about you.
You know, it's funny, Tiff, that
know about them from
these
you?
two rosters, because while UAIM is made up of individually, I think, really talented players, nobody can deny it. Aurora takes that talent and pushes it to the next level, saying not only are we going to field incredible players, but we are going to take incredible highlight fights. That doesn't seem to be something they're changing. I've had the chance to talk to Hardeki a little bit earlier in the week about their style, and he was like, yeah, well, I was picked up because I fit the bill. They want to play aggressive, and I'm here to do that.
Yeah, super excited to see how they do today. And speaking of you being able to talk to Hardeki, let's take a look at this interview that we had with Oyrain himself on the roster and what exactly they expect from this season.
I just want to be able to watch these games.
Hello. My name is Oyrain. My team is Hardeki, 9 Impulse, and we are Aurora. We decided to pick Hardeki because we had some troubles with Taskmaster. I mean, in-game. We had some problems that we couldn't fix together, so we found out that we need to swap him. We messaged Hardeki because he was free agent. We tryouted him and we decided to play with him because he's a good player, and also vibes are high, pretty good. We did a quick VOT review with our team, and we decided as usual that we are not gonna adapt to other teams. Other teams must adapt to us.
Yeah, let's say, I mean, they've always kind of been the team that
gonna be, spicy picks from us.
sets the pace in their lobby. It felt like last year under Fire Beavers, right?
Bangalore and Bloodhound. And about Conduit, we
like, don't be surprised to see this be a squad that runs shit down. Kind of similar to the way that we talked about, like, BGB, although maybe, like, last night wasn't the best example for BGB because they didn't finish the best.
The team that refuses to adapt to the meta, but that makes teams adapt to them. It's actually had pretty decent success. They've made it to 2 lands and yet haven't quite hit the top. So I am curious, especially regionally, how this will fare in their first match day.
Yeah, speaking of teams having to get used to how exactly they're going to be acting, ANC, Zephyr, we saw them put on a great performance last week, but do you think they're going to be able to replicate that today?
Ooh, that's the question on everyone's mind here. And you know I love to root for that underdog. For ANC outplayed, to anyone who's been a fan of EMEA, this isn't a team that you should be unfamiliar with, right? They have been across several of the Pro League splits and even had a short stint in Challenger Circuit. But of course,
they looked good last week, man. They fell just short in Game 6. That'd been a really good comeback for them. That'd been such a dope ending to the day.
A top and second place finish with the most wins overall here. It's highly accredited to things like, of course, Andy Jax on this Watson, the controller demon, and of course, major wins on both World's Edge and Storm Point. Now, notably, the majority of their points
rinse out my shaker real quick,
from
chat.
That placement, so we have big questions regarding whether or not this is a zone-oriented team, and of course, with Andy Jax leading the fray, if he's not on his best mental today, is it going to be enough for them to keep them at least at the tippity top?
Yeah, speaking of their mental, let's actually hear from Shax himself from ANC on their team play and personal team strategies.
Hello, I'm Shax. My teammates are Andy Jax and Willem K. Our coach is Skara, and we are ANC outplayed. Yeah, we have been doing a lot of practice, like ranked together, so we could get our chemistry much better. We played a lot of fire range pubs, 1v1 and stuff like that to get our mechanics better. And yeah, we played a lot of scrims as well to get more and more VOD review, so we could perform better.
I kind of wish
we know
they were including the questions that they were asking these guys, right?
So we know each other in real life as well.
Because it sounds like they probably did an interview similar to the way like I did with Pocus, where they like sent them the questions so they could, you know,
we always know how to
kind of think about their answer, since English isn't their first language.
That's what we're gonna do, and it's gonna work. Andy Jax is actually crazy. I think he's one of the most underrated controller player in the game. And on match day 1, he was just on fire. It was insane. He was clutching up every fight, and as a Watson player, getting all that kills is just.
We gotta find a new way to hype up and coming players, chap.
There were a few things
because everyone can't be the most underrated X. You know what I mean?
IRL friendships between the team, because that really translates into gameplay.
I understand people wanting to hype up the homies and give them the juice.
Well, the second, cracked controller Watson player. I was not expecting that to come through because, you know, most Watsons typically M&K, but there's been a long shift, especially with Catalyst being akin to the controller players and Andy Jax really prevailing and finding the majority of eliminations on Watson. I'm a fan. I want to see it again today, so throw down Andy Jax. I'll be watching.
Yeah, and we can't talk about last week's match without talking about Element 6. I mean, from what we could see, Element 6 they had some of the best consistency on day one, and their points at the end clearly showed how great their team plays together. The roster of K-Swinney, Slab, and Cracked honestly haven't had that much time together.
Chat, I got a question, and please don't bite my head off on this, but should I know this host?
Was incredibly strong. We also saw that the total scoring after 4 matches, and Element 6 was jumping ahead in first place with 54 points, while ANC had 38. So, of course, today, Zephyr, I'm wondering,
like, I know the name Parallax.
Element 6 will be going into
Parallax still up. I just like she's just a creator
with LCDF, which you know they've had some struggles with in scrims.
Yeah, if you've been paying attention, whether it's here or on the Twitter sphere, it's been a contentious history between these two teams in at least what is scrims right now. And currently, it has been slightly LCDF favored in terms of winning out in those results. Granted, this is match day, things can shake up, and as we approach that second half, you never know how teams are going to fare and decide depending on those previous 3-game results.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see how these teams are going to do with these new drop zones, but I don't know, Zephyr, who do you think is going to come out on top with these drops?
Is Swinney not streaming today?
One. Do you have any idea? Do you have any percentages to give us here? Because I know you love numbers.
But at least right now, when it comes down to Storm Point, we have a couple.
Is Rem not gonna? Because like, why is he on the thing then?
We'll have to wait and see.
If he's just doing a watch party, bro.
Yeah, Tiff, Dia, how are you feeling about the matches that we're going to be seeing today? Especially with match number 1, what do you think? Are we going to see teams coming right out the gate, you know, going really aggro, or do you think we're going to see more reserved play?
Ooh, that's a really good question, Stella, because it's kind of interesting. When you look at map 1, a lot of my friends and I, especially Dia and I, we like to call it kind of that litmus test. You're shaking a lot of things out, but especially with seeing Group C for that first time. But Dia, I couldn't be more excited to call the action alongside. So shout out to Stella and Zephyr for joining us on that top of the show. Absolutely slayed it. But with our maps that will be starting, we're kicking off that rotation on Storm Point. And we've seen a lot of zones on Storm Point, Dia, that have had atrocious pools.
I wonder, do we have?
I think it is going to impact the pace of.
Do we have
game
drop
today.
Spots anywhere? Who usually does EU drop
More
spots? Not Tempo, right? He usually only does NA.
Aurora and their entrance into today's games perhaps affecting the pace of the lobby, but largely most teams from Group C should be playing a little bit more reserved. And Group A, well, they've got a few wild cards of their own, should be on the same page, especially now that it's their second match day, and now some of them actually have something to lose.
Yeah, that will be really interesting. And I love that you got to talk a lot about Aurora, because I had been watching them, in particular scrims from 9 Impulse's POV. And with that kind of composition that they're working on, it's going to be Horizon, Bangalore, Bloodhound. Specifically with 9 Impulse playing the Bangalore and kind of smoking out on the entry for their fights. And also, the presence of Digithreats have been absolutely crazy, because I know something you and I, Zephyr, or Dia, my apologies, have been talking about has been the amount of Digithreats
how are you gonna call me Zephyr?
In competitive play, despite the
I love Dia as a caster,
it's funny
man.
When we're looking at just legend comps, and as you say,
his storytelling and his analysis is so fucking good.
As much as we talk about Conduit, we talk about her all the time, we're seeing Bangalore, 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 Bangalore. And if you had looked at me 2 years ago and gone, Bangalore's going to be super meta in the ALGS, I wouldn't have believed you. You couldn't pay teams to play Bangalore then.
Facts.
With the introduction of Storm Point, which, as you said, our starting map, Bangalore started to pick up popularity, and people have really, I think, solved a lot of the RNG around being able to get this incredibly valuable.
Did the map cause it, or was it just because at that point more people were playing controllers?
The legend himself, Hal, tweeted out nerf Bangalore, so that should go to show you how many teams are using Bangalore, especially on the rotations, especially when it comes to entry on fights, and the ultimate has just been so prevalent, and that could be to why we are seeing so many Watsons, specifically in APAC South. I watched that last night, and it was wild.
But we're not seeing it particularly in APAC South. We're seeing a decent amount of Watson.
With APAC South and APAC North being a little bit more willing to play Watson, but we saw that become a much more viable strategy in international play when we were at Champs, with Watson being a great response to Horizon, another really powerful legend.
Talk your shit, dear.
Bombed onto in the past, say, 6 months, perhaps year, where Horizon's ability and what she brings to the team, especially not just with her tactical, but ability to change team fights with her ultimate, largely got negated by this soft counter of Watson Catalyst. The double controllers being able to actually put up a sort of defense against the one legend that could start and end a team fight.
Ooh, well, speaking of starting and ending team fights, I cannot wait to jump into match 1 and be able to see how things are going to go, especially with a slew of potential contests on Storm Point. I know we were kind of dabbling into those at the top of the show, but with scrims kind of being the only real resource that we have had to see how those teams have been practicing those, I can only imagine once you get into the actual match day, which will be going underway shortly, the pressure, the stakes, the mental load that these teams will have, knowing that they have to show out and perform to the best of their abilities, Dia, it can go any way.
It really can, and looking at last week's games, I mean, contests changed the whole leaderboard. Full English, as an example, was actually doing pretty well until we got to the second half in 07.
I was about to say, what are we going to match 1, dog? I feel like we could have sat back with the 4 for a while if we were going to be sitting this long until match 1. Don't get me wrong, I love these two. This is probably one of my favorite duos right now.
About even uncontested, they won't have the points, but they'll be able to get.
Dia's probably my favorite caster to listen to. I think on the Apex desk right now.
And that means
but I think my favorite duo still has to be the Onset Gaskin combo. Like their synergy is so fluent, man.
Our match day on Storm Point. For you at home, get locked and loaded because our players are in that dropship and they are ready to throw down.
You know what I didn't expect at all is.
You know what we need back in ALGS though, chat? We need some Fallout calling, dog.
In EMEA,
I miss me some Fallout calls.
The hottest POI on the map, owned by 2R1C.
I was happy that in NA last. Well, I guess we got it in EMEA too. I was happy to see Rain Day back calling games and not just hosting too.
Some considering things like Cascade Falls.
I really enjoy when he calls games. I've been a Rain Day fan since the Paladins Pro League, man. Good old PPL, baby.
I really think that's a vital point there, especially contesting on Cascade Falls, because you were akin to talking about the new POIs. One in particular, Cedo Station. That's going to shake up a lot of rotations, and that team can easily move into third, that initial contest.
Your boy's got coffee in his system, feeling good.
It's changed, like you say, the rotational ability of a lot of teams as well, because now that you've got a team at Cedo Station and at Jurassic, there's the much more crowding towards the center of the map. But we did talk about Zeus Station and how important that was earlier. We did start off the game with a bit of a fight for it.
Well, that's going to be the full English and ESG duking it.
I don't think we have either of these guys on.
You're very familiar with them, and it's going to get hot and spicy. Util going through, and that Thermite's just taking away at Light.
Having Conduit off contest.
Yeah, see, we got a watch party down there in the bottom right-hand corner, dog. That just pisses me off.
We'll have to retreat for a moment. Triple take in the hands of Lufka as he goes up to the sky. Light tries to cover an angle, already having gotten a knock with the collaboration of Lufka. A little bit more energy on the ground for them to get more ammunition, but ESG are winning this.
Yeah, the unfortunate news for them. The Radiant transfer gets Lufka back up, and the full English will be our first team dropped
using
out,
the
which
triple
is
triple take like a shotty.
Such a non-performance that they had in their initial match day to contest in match day 2. That's tough for Noises and crew.
And it doesn't feel good, but looking
so
at
is Cleva watch party too?
Don't have any choice but to contest. Look at the rest of the map. Where are they going to land? E6 has both Launchpad and Devastated Coast, and it's denying an entire POI from anyone. Literally, full English wanted to land there, having to deal with the top team in the lobby. It's not a good time.
No, it's not. But I love that we were talking about those southern zones.
All right, here we go, chat.
Storm Point in the top of the show, and you aim who land barometer. Well, this zone is going to favor them.
Barometer.
But for teams that
hey,
really don't have the benefit of having that zone pull to their drop spot wise, let's look at.
Do we see a barometer game get fucking cut? Get cut off the way we saw it do an APAC?
40% worse. They're catching my eye because.
I'm good.
I'm dropping one.
Actually, I'm not gonna get the 2-4. I'm gonna go 3x.
I see these guys. I see these guys over at Thunderwatch, by the way.
Yeah.
Lightning rotate. Next smoke in 6 seconds.
I'm gonna look for you guys.
They know we're here. They know we're here. They're gonna be.
Yeah, that's fine.
Looking out over, but.
Smoke to make it easy to grab your stuff.
Stacked.
They're just fucking crafting. 07's rotating in now down towards barometer.
You get aggro, and I want you to 1v3 that team that's in our spot right now, okay?
Yeah.
Watch out for Cino.
Right. Crack.
Nice. Yeah, flash. Good damage. 96 split.
Yep.
After, go 1v3. Go 1v3.
Yeah, I'm going under bridge.
I don't see
Is
anyone.
this a new spot for Nasky? Or is that just a new camera angle?
Nice, we can take the car.
I'm gonna heal.
Getting out. Yeah, heal up.
I'm gonna smoke up top in case
Yeah,
it's
look
alright.
straight.
So they're early rotating, so they should be able to find a spot here. Phoenix Legacy's in a fight down here.
I'm in a condo roll.
One's right above you.
I'm going back. I'm okay.
Gotta put on for the ladies in Pro League, man.
I'm selling. One is closer somewhere. I don't have a wall, remember.
Would love to see Phoenix Legacy, like, at least.
Are they chasing?
Like, I don't want to say they were feeders last season, because I don't think that's fair to say, right?
I hear. Water.
Walk up there.
But they didn't really perform. I think they just barely avoided relegation, right?
3.
You're gonna need to look for us, probably.
Yeah, well.
I'm looking for you, just run. 60 blue on 1.
Oh, man.
Like that?
It looks like they are.
They cannot get to us like that. We have to hold them out here if they keep running at us.
Yeah. This house is taken. We need to get inside barrel.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm watching for us. Just let me know when you need me. I don't know what can be.
Alright, so I think they're kind of chilling here at this point. I don't think they're actually going to end up fighting. Are they listening in over here or what?
Play a lot.
No, they're just vibing though. Let's do a quick check-in or kind of around. 07's got the purple, blue. 40% worse got the double blue with a purple. 2 blues with a white T over for passion. Triple perps over for... Fuck, who's Psychop on? I can't remember what team he's on, honestly, chat. I'm sorry. 202's got purple, blue, white. Red Dragon's got 2 purples and a blue.
Everything they need in order to hold a good position in zone, and yet they're playing this one a lot slower than you would see if the team was planning on actually sitting in the center of ring.
It's really interesting when you look at the 40% roster, especially knowing what Shiv has kind of been going through, the injury, and trying to rest that up. So while teams have been practicing a lot in scrims, 40% worse actually took the past 2 days off. So I think this map 1, you mentioned they're playing a little bit slower, and that can be akin to kind of trying to get the wheels rolling yet again for them. But the action doesn't stop, and it's Red Dragon that are poised to make this happen. ESG, formerly taking out the full English, are finding themselves in trouble, already losing out on light.
It's unfortunate to see the knock here, but a fight in wall, especially with crafting, is just too good to resist.
Red Dragon's gonna be able to chase them down? Oh yeah, they're running that shit down.
Down onto the low ground and getting a knock onto Blast as well. Red Dragon have 1 more member to finish off, and I do wonder if they even commit for it, or now they've got 2 kills, just let the game play out and finish your crafting.
Let the game
I mean, they
play
might
out,
as well.
let the ring do their work, but there comes the full on to Blast.
They might as well just do their thing, honestly. Psychops though, pulling up for the third party. Actually, I kind of want to sit on the red dragon side of this. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. No, I sit over here. Thank you.
Да, сможем туда полутать его?
Because now they're stuck in zone.
Тот улетел, если что.
Getting thirded.
У меня остова медкит. Там есть в боксе?
Нет, медкодов нет. Только 4 штуки.
Возьмешь все.
The seat de France.
Да, да, да.
What the fuck is a kilometer? Yeah.
Давай.
What up, Moon? Ayo, don't hate me, but I'm not doing an A today.
Шар даю.
I need a dog in order to be able to get through a double session of APAC North.
Полетей направо, надо чекпоинт успеть засканить. У меня 3 секунды.
Yeah.
Oh, I have my kids, yes.
Do we go all the way around?
We could, yeah.
I don't think going all the way around is bad.
I don't think so either.
They hit a rain control on us here, in front of us.
Yeah.
They got time to still rotate around. They just have to worry about anybody being down here at Pylon. Oh, they got a squad on their left here as well.
I'm healing, yeah. Nice. I'm banging them too.
I can't see them. I cannot see them. They are bangled.
Yeah, they bangled it too, yeah.
They
forward. Yeah, we should.
Come here. Go down side here.
Yeah. No smoke for seconds. Yeah.
It's okay, we can stay here. Stay for me.
It's the fancy way of saying a gas station.
We gotta walk up and make sure
we do. No smoke, 6 seconds.
I'm taking out.
Good. We're chilling here. I think we can hold this spot then.
On the door, yeah. Yeah. Don't tell the guy. Okay, Mandy.
Shoot that.
I got you.
Nice. Ah, Mende ends up going down though.
Here. I'm gonna show you my back. Shit, we can actually res this soon.
Yeah, let's try something. Yeah, queuing over. They didn't take over. I'm gonna shot on the side.
Bruv.
I'm getting shot by like 2 teams now.
That 3P is really messing with them right now.
Yeah, sure.
I'm getting shot by 3 teams. I can smoke you in 2 seconds.
Honestly, I think they gotta leave Mande.
Is this your door? Yeah, it is. I'm here, Zoe, in the building.
Hang on, backside here.
I'm swimming
I need to put this building, Shiver.
Yeah, I'm holding this building with you, Zoe.
They got me.
The team there isn't there, Zoe?
No, nobody here. Here.
Try and hold that, yeah.
So now they're gonna have to play this thing out as a
I'll
duo.
try to get you, yeah.
There ain't no way they're getting up to Mande's
I'm
banner.
dying. Are you good?
Oh,
no, we're gonna get shot here. Yeah.
You can go inside too.
Yeah.
Bruv.
Yeah, reinforces. Hold, yeah.
Yo, this is actually.
All right, they're just gonna heal up here, so they're gonna be vibing.
That's absolutely shit.
Oh no! They walk right into the Prowler's den. May not be literal, but the metaphorical should be enough to take them down. Forge get to benefit massively off of this, cleaning a team quickly, efficiently, and with almost no witnesses.
No witnesses except the one that's incoming, trying to get.
Oh, Zerfer is able to get the banner?
Drops back and tries to put a little pressure before being punished immediately by another team. So for Forge, they should have a relatively easy reset so long as they can stay behind cover.
Sab's last one alive.
Phoenix Legacy, who are having those early issues alongside Mind, a delayed rotation. Now we're just down to Sabs. But
I want to hang back on board with them actually here. Because they got that banner. They're probably gonna have to push up here to their north side here for the res. Or is that a mobile res coming in?
Team in the choke.
Oh, it's a Moby coming in.
Zip lining away.
Oh, they are Gucci.
Look for the team where I died on.
Oh, they're Gucci, dog.
Yeah, you pop that. I'm sitting right now. Yeah.
Do we think anybody pushes this is the real question?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it.
Expended here in LCDF. We talked about them for their contest, most notably on World's Edge, but they've got to get through the Storm Point matches first. And although Hardeki is finding big moments against Outplayed in the kill feed, this moment is all about LCDF and Outplayed eliminated.
And this is from the south that Aurora is looking at this.
That's
fight,
Made in Heaven rotating in.
Out of ANC,
Now they're gonna have to try and find a spot, bro. Why does this look so
pixelated?
pixelated? What the fuck?
Presence to push away teams like Made in Heaven. Continue to get people playing through the north side. Aurora's next biggest problem is going to be LCDF, who we just saw rotating through Millage, but with Made in Heaven's defensive position, I'm very curious what Lassie France will choose to do.
So Sav's ratting it out right now as a solo.
As we look
Down here is Red Dragon. Kazak's playing it out as a solo.
Get an update on where that zone will be pulling to, and for UA,
this is pulling like down barometer, like down into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it. Ring pull off it will provide a lot of congestion passion.
Which means all these teams go next in like 40% worse passion. They're gonna have to pull out and get up out of here. So that's gonna be a rotate over here for.
I don't know if that's too early.
Not safe again.
We just can't let anyone see us right now, okay?
Yeah. Teams above us, yeah, we're getting
like they're fine for this one, but they're gonna end up having to rotate out of here from this.
Yeah.
Team flying as well.
And they'll find that out here in just a moment.
Kind of.
Ka-chow.
Yeah, me neither. I'm literally just waiting.
I don't know shields either.
No shields, yeah, we're out.
Not far, but
people gonna find
anything
us.
is free.
Yeah, it is free. This is it. Oh, they just took it.
People.
The Seat de France also has quite a bit of a rotation here. They're struggling though. One down. The Seat de France gonna go out.
Yeah. Okay, I think. What? Wait, we can play underneath them, right?
Yeah.
No, we can't. No.
So 202 here is going to have to rotate their way in.
I don't think we need a wall for this first cross.
202 is one of our
but we will later. We will fight
teams that qualified off of points from
They have to move
PLQs.
earlier, bro. They have to move and open. If we play underneath them first, we are slow zone. We look at them. They're gonna go to the rocks. I bangled that shit, and we go either past them to the underneath the bridge or something. We need to just see what's free. We have to move slow. Wait, this team moved. This team moved. We're probably going on the left side and play underneath. They're not in zone on bridge either. Oh, they're still there. Okay.
Okay, look at Aurora now. Look at Aurora. Only look at Aurora next. We need damage on them when they rotate into us.
In Nasque, we trust chat. 07, baby.
Nice, good shot.
They smoked me.
They're walking on. Yep.
They're bridge now.
Yes, I'm looking. They're on the bridge now. On the bridge.
I'm playing on height next. Oh shit, I can't.
51. 51. 40 flash.
70. Oh, it's the one. Oh no, one, but 70 HP.
Oh, now he's won. Now he's won.
Absolute now. I ulti this next. Amphi, get aggro. Get aggro. Look at where I am next.
Yeah, I see it. They're playing on my right.
Okay, all good. Don't lose the spot then.
Good call. You don't want to overextend here, man. This is a really good positioning here for 07.
Get middle again.
Yeah, they're double on me. Aurora double on me.
Coming.
Because you've got basically the most high ground with the most cover with this little building here, right?
Actually, no, I'm not.
Okay.
Because otherwise, if you're across the way in the middle of like the little spin around a barometer, like you're kind of out in the middle over where Amphi is.
Look at zone. They won't push us now. Okay, look with Amphi, and we need to kill now. We need to kill this other team now on Amphi. Next.
Okay.
It's a good call.
Pulling about.
Are they not there, Amphi? I don't see anyone on height.
There's one behind here. I'm pretty sure.
I see them free.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they need to finish this fight first to have their backside clear, and then they can rotate their way in. Good shit.
He's taking a Q.
I'm getting EMP'd. I got cracked.
I got EMP'd as well.
I'm low. I need to.
I'm healing Amphi.
I'm on a med.
Next. Aggro. I'm pushing it solo.
I like the calls here. Good comms from 07.
Coming now.
Oh, this should be an easy fight for them here. Right?
Behind us, new team.
Oh, bro, they just got fucked on a third party.
Run east. Drop down east.
Okay. Nax, you with me?
That's tough, bro. 40% worse gonna go out here as well. Damn, most of our teams are out. What the fuck?
Are showing why they want that signing.
really ingenious way to get into this fight as well. Made in Heaven started off with the Catalyst wall to get here, and then were able to swing.
Bro, I wish we had E6 POV, dog.
And Nox in the kill feed made them a little bit more confident. E6 have taken over 07's
E6
position.
is going to be able to get
are right next door with these three teams all
res
stacked
here?
together, and E6
Not a res,
having
but
just pulled up a mobile res in Zone 3.
Yeah, respawn.
Things are looking like they're getting even more exciting towards the back half of these rings.
It's really tough, right? Because Cracked immediately got punished and had to take
I'm trying to remember if we had anybody from 2R1C that was streaming. That's a POV I wouldn't mind having.
To extend out onto it just a little bit, but it's going to be Aurora that benefits from it, taking that immediate knock on to Cracked. 40% worse will fall, and Hiarka not wanting to lose this positioning that will be just available for them a little bit longer, throwing out the drone, looking for information, but Amphi as well, the lone standing member of 07, just gets caught out by 2R1C. We were asking in that pre-show, what was that team gonna look like with my seat? Well, it's looking pretty good, Dia.
And here I was imagining they'd be able to stand up to E6, but they get pushed off.
I thought we have a
background,
UAIM
and very quickly, this is devolving
point
for
of view, don't we?
both teams. Nice shots.
We do have a UAIM point of view. Sanya.
Нет, трио. Одно. Двое крак.
Oh my god.
Хорош.
Bro, they just absolutely all over Cybercats.
Я большую банку хилю. Смог себе дал.
Санек, ДТшка есть? Санек, ДТшка
Да,
есть?
есть.
Окей.
Я на пушке играю. Вот тут в углу челы зажаты очень.
They're actually in a pretty solid spot here for them because they're like closer to the middle. You've got the man cannon to be able to use for cover. You're rocking two reds and a purple here.
Они сейчас вылазить будут. Кому-то право надо смотреть. Окей. Не пульки, я лейты беру и возвращаюсь. По нам стреляют из челы сверху. Не даю.
Because Case 20 was a solo and there were 10 people when he was alive.
Right?
So they've got one team to their right, and then one team up to their onto the high ground. So they're going to use this to isolate this fight if they can. They're not going to isolate that fight.
Моя ульта. Встань, все.
Ломаю.
Ломал. Справа, на мне сейф. Справа не пикают. Они, по-моему, их зажимают.
Крипто сломать. Сломал дрона.
Nice. Able to stop the EMP from coming in.
Слайдит слева, нет?
Залил тебя, Санек. Не слайдит.
Наверху можно пикать. Чуть-чуть.
Их щимят, ребята.
The only problem is that they're going to be fighting for second here. And whoever the team is that's on the right, they just basically get a free dub. Yeah, there's a third party that comes in here. So 2R1C ends up going out in third. UAIM's in second. So who's that leave? Made in Heaven. And Made in Heaven had a good game. They were already sitting at first.
Macro move? That's not even the word that I'm looking for. The way that Made in Heaven played their fights on a way that took other teams into account made that game so impressive from them. Being able to manipulate especially those last two teams into fighting each other first was done essentially by an elaborate game of Ring Around the Rosie.
Ring around the rosy, whatever works. Hey, if you're gonna party around the grav cannon, just make sure Made in Heaven are invited. But for the first match of the day, Dia, on Stormpoint, is that what we were expecting? We asked ourselves that with Outplayed yesterday, but look at the results. 12 eliminations, a 24-point game.
This is a dream for Made in Heaven, and as you asked me just now, absolutely, them defying expectations. Made in Heaven in their debut game of year 4 have really made me question how much control.
I kind of feel bad for taking sabs off though. Is there anyone else that we like don't really?
And 2R1C coming up right behind them. It's not a bad start for teams like them, Element 6, or even Aurora, as it is only our first game of the day. There's still options for Made in Heaven to take a few steps down as other teams start ramping up their game.
It'll be quite interesting. I don't know if Zephyr, the EMEA king that Stella self-proclaimed, brought the script to the show, but almost every team that we mentioned at the top of the show performed incredibly well. But as we look towards that end, the full English having that slower start, specifically with that contest being on Zeus Station and Phoenix Legacy and Outplayed, who started off so strong in match day number 1, going out a little bit early there, Dia.
I think a big part of this for Outplayed is that this lobby is a little bit more passive. They're less likely to try and fight early game, more likely to try and survive, and that's almost how we saw all of our fights kick off. Was teams
so what's the good word today,
trying
Moon?
to find another place to live and ultimately misstepping off of that. We saw it a lot in Jurassic with, of course, Phoenix Legacy, but also with 40% worse, losing Mandy earlier and then fortunately being able to recover them later. Even Vex going out very early there. So for right now, I think the slower lobby pace is not favoring ANC, who had previously liked to play these really nice, ingenious spots in zone. Where
We didn't have a
nobody
2R1C.
The thing is, with a lot of people trying to play that style, there's just not that much space.
Okay.
Not much space indeed, but talk about the damage that we're witnessing from our top 3 teams. My eyes immediately go straight to UAIM and Max Strafey. 5 eliminations and 2k damage. Absolutely wild, but I mean, if you're carrying
Max Strafey, beast, bro.
Endgame, it makes sense. But for Made in Heaven, 6-3-3, relatively split out for the team in a 12 kill, 14 assist game. That's a game 1, if I have to say so.
Yeah, and this is clearly a team effort. Like, even with them having, you know, one damage leader, perhaps a little bit further ahead, Made in Heaven play as a unit really well, and we saw them do that, especially with the Catalyst while moving into Barometer, because this was not a team that sat dead center of zone and farmed kills from afar. This was a team that were actively taking close to mid-range fights and just doing it in a way that was proactive and took advantage of teams that already had something else on their plate.
Hey, look, whatever has to work, you got to do it. Made in Heaven, I can't wait to see more action from you in game number 2. But Dia, we're going to send you on a little break, and we're going to bring Zephyr in here, and we'll cast up game number 2, so enjoy that. We'll return right after the break.
All right, chat, and over on Twitch, we just got hit with an ad a couple minutes ago, right towards the end of the game. To help avoid that, when the timer comes up, we're going to match that with an ad. All right? I hope y'all understand. Appreciate you. All right, so we're gonna hit 90-second ad. I'm gonna go pee real quick, and we'll get into game number 2. Bruv. I know, dog tired, man.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Apex Legends Global Series Year 4. I'm Spider Tiff, and joining alongside me for game number 2 is Zephyr. Now, Zephyr, you kind of got to lay in the back, watch kind of what was happening, and more in particularly, that contest between the full English and ESG. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that.
I was about to say, I might be laying, but I'm definitely not sleeping, okay? Especially with action starting off that aggressively there. And we are looking for big wins, at least right now, outside of the full English, but they still lose out in terms of control in that early game, similarly to what we saw out of their day one performance here. Now, granted, it is the delay, though, that comes alongside that is no benefit to any one of these teams here. We come out of that game with over 5k plus ring damage taken from the majority of our rosters, and most notably, though, even if Made in Heaven aren't the ones, or my apologies, even if Full English aren't the ones coming out on top of that, they actually did delay and stun ESG to the point where they took upwards of 2k damage from the ring there in what was then down their transition to the wall, where we saw that action unfold against Red Dragon.
Yeah, that was really tough for ESG to try and kind of move forward after the Full English bout and then try to survive going all the way down south, especially with that zone pulling down towards Barometer. If you are fighting over one of the most northern POIs, that is not what you want to be doing. So for those teams, if they're going to be going back at it again for that contest, because there's really not anywhere else for them to go, unless they'd like to chow a different team, may the odds be ever in your favor for Northern Zones.
All right.
But as we get ready for match number 2,
let's get it, chap.
Zephyr, any predictions for how this is going to go? Who's going to win? Tell me right now.
Oh, predictions. All right, well, in fairness, at the top, you do see, of course, Aurora, E6, and 2R1C representing in the strongest of their stints. But the team that I want to bring up is UAIM. They've come out above the rest, notably the highest damage of any other roster currently on the map, currently at 5,058 damage. And of course, alongside that, the highest damage differential. Now, whether or not that's from the heirloom weapons that they have alongside their belt, they still notably lead the pack and should evidently, maybe in better positioning, walk away with the win.
Can you say that again, please? Because I just want to reiterate my top of show, and anytime I talk about a team, that I'm not actually a curse. I'm a blessing there. Can you say it one more time?
Tiffany is a blessing. She is the angel of the battlefield.
Okay.
The conduit, the medic in play.
The pocket healer. But as we get geared up for map number 2, running it back on Storm Point, contests and all, I cannot wait to see will Noises make that switch to controller work out in their favor, because a lot of people have been having questions. Noises, one of the most mechanically gifted M&K players, in my opinion, came into year 4 knowing that changes needed to be made. Bryn on the return, so all eyes go to Zeus Station.
Ooh. Off a drop here, it's going to come down to the choice of course, immediately of this drop ship, which does actually favor presence towards the northern side. So for both of these teams, they won't actually have any further delay in terms of getting to the POI that they need to be at.
Well, hear me out. We're going to switch things up on this broadcast. We're going to try something new, Zephyr, so you're actually not going to hear from us off rip. I would love to start this map off with a listen-in from the Full English side of things.
On the contest?
I'm opening bin on right, okay? I got booped. I'm going to other bins. Have to go inside.
He just got hit with the Q.
I'm fighting inside. Help me. I got guns. I'm coming down.
He's got a pea shooter. Oh, hold on. PK slapping. PK slapping. PK slapping. Nope, not enough.
Surrounding. Yeah. Play to craft banners, man. You're good.
Oh no.
I got booped, man.
Oh no. Well, that was a quick listen in chat. Oh no.
I actually just got booped.
Well, notably, it is a loss there. The Full English unable to come out on top.
That is absolutely wild, Zephyr, and Bryn just running, trying to get out of dodge. But this is another reason why Conduit can be so important. As a support legend, you have
my bad, chat. I thought I
craft banners, but most
was
notably,
appearing offline on Steam.
Yo,
07 got gifted some zone here. Maybe even Phoenix Legacy. Imagine Phoenix Legacy goes on to win after I took Sabs off my.
An area that we did see there, of course, from the likes of Full English 2. It does seem like there was a slight delay in terms of the presence of getting towards that West Zeus station. ESG
I'd be so mad, Jen.
A lot more, at least early potential from the eastern side, which gave them better weapons, a regrouping situation, and all three within that building, which you guys clearly saw, caught, of course, the Full English with their pants down.
Ooh, but for Made in Heaven, after a strong performance in map number 1, taking that win, you're
Let's actually sit on board with 07.
One on off. No, all you up next, all you next. 1v1, 1v1.
1v. Swinging you.
Come on, Nags. Clutch it up, Nags. Bro, he had like 3 HP in a dream. That's tough. So 07 gonna go out here early.
That's fine.
Walk it up.
Does that mean Made in Heaven is out too?
They're gonna send. Yeah, try. Try and play time, Mark.
No, they got a duo still alive down there for Made in Heaven.
Okay, Ulti.
Do we have anybody? Do we have the team that's pushing them or no? I don't think we do.
Nice.
It's Go next that's pushing them. I want to watch this. This is up on main broadcast.
That's gonna be Arctic, and man, that is.
So Made in Heaven's gonna go down here in
spectacular.
19th. No
Looking
KP.
like he's a member of Tokyo Drift out there, just going through, and that's very similar to how we were talking about the full English. They can essentially make their escape, look for a crafting reset, maybe hit a negative rotate, and try to find
Let me get
a free space to make that happen. But as you can see, Go next immediately.
Standings
in a
here for y'all,
battle
chat.
there in a long distance. But for Phoenix Legacy, who got caught out on rotations effort, will they be able to make this play for map number 2?
This is something that we saw them really challenged with last time around here as they went up against Mind, and it's something that stunted their rotation from ever taking place, at least in our first game. My question kind of remains, have they learned their lesson? Are they looking to take it just as aggressively? Or with, of course, the ring now posing itself more towards this western side, do they set themselves up for an early rotation? Well, at least know they can expend the time here.
Looks like 40% worse, chasing down a squad.
They're stuck here. Go down left side here.
Yeah, 42 purple on Conjured as well. Can we get the thirst on that? Can we get the thirst on that?
I'm taking this. I'm taking Hider. I'm taking Hider.
Yeah, let's get the
cannot rest that. They cannot rest that. They're so
Where is the guy? Yeah, he's over here. Get the thirst.
He's right here, right? I got it.
One shot.
Okay, listen, boys. Listen, I will hold around. You go nice. Okay?
Take the Prowler.
Yeah, I'm taking Prowler.
Who's the Prowler guy?
Me. I'm jumping.
Drop me your weapon. Drop your weapon then.
Stacked DT vault. Stacked as fuck DT vault. I'm inside the building.
I'll take it.
Let me take the Prowler.
What do you want to take it, Terry?
Sure.
Bit of noise. Got him on the Prowler. Nice little volty, and who they ended up giving it to, Zerfer or Mandy?
Go for the loot.
Yeah,
I'm going for Bang's loot.
Go look for it. I got you.
Careful behind you too.
Fucking crazy things right now.
I'm holding you. Well played, good knock there, boys.
Yeah, good shit. There's a fully stacked G7, I'm taking it right now. There's 30 R9 right now.
I'm gonna look.
There's this, but none of us are owning sniper. G-Threat. Okay, I'm going back. Okay, I've got everything I need. I think there's Ulti cell if you want to hold that.
I'm bringing Ulti cell.
Yeah,
I'm bringing
huge.
Good.
Good.
We're just
chilling.
We're chilling.
My fucking voice.
Looking behind us.
Want to go a little bit,
I have a light mag.
I'm not gonna lie, I think this pulls down Cito.
Yeah, it is. I think it's a Cito zone, yeah.
Wait, I hear steps? No. No, I'm good. Schizo.
Yeah, safe than sorry.
We're chilling. Yeah, exactly, true.
Oh boy.
Vex might rotate this way, so I'm looking back.
You wanna hit a beacon again? Like,
I just realized, why are we sitting in here? That's my bad, chat.
Yeah.
Passion rocking the triple blues, they're just vibing. 07's out, of course. The seat the front's rocking the purple blue. Looks like a triple blue on you aim here. Are they in a fight? Down here, Cito?
Да, я его дропнул.
Все, вижу.
Два челсела забирают.
Дал заливку.
ЕМП сейчас будет еще.
Nope, they're vibing.
Броники имею в виду.
Yeah,
of course, as soon as I switch away from these guys, they decide to get in a fight.
We have 2 DTs, remember?
Yeah, we do have 2 DTs, yeah, easy smoke knocks. Do the smoke. We can level up our armors when they push you. You can farm them if you want. They do have a peer zone.
Remember,
Blue armor 48.
Losing a fuck ton of meds, right?
True.
Yeah, I'm actually not shooting them. Fuck them.
Let's move.
Yeah, moving now.
The thing is, I just want to fucking know where it goes.
Oof, thankfully called that in time. Holy shit.
I think it goes into Cito.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Cito zone, yeah. It's gotta be
Anything
right.
in Cito will be good then.
I'm a little bit behind you guys. Careful, okay?
Open. Anyone can see it, but Red Dragon know that they've got it, and well, hey, let's be real. They get to craft essentially for free.
It's such an odd variety of what we've seen out of teams. It gives me almost Alliance feelings, but even for Alliance, they tend to rotate a lot quicker as well. Red Dragon really cementing themselves as a team that is prioritizing this edge out of at least the wall for these first 2 games. Here's E6 though, a roster that, while last time around was in the heart of our zone, even though they faced their difficulties, now with full red Evo slowly closing the space.
Hey,
So Element 6 was out early in game number 1 here.
As well. They don't want to bring in Conduit today, and
able to find themselves a little bit of real estate here in this second zone.
Have some of the most adaptable players, K-Swinney being one of them, whether it's Octane, whether who knows what they want to break out, but putting him on Bangalore and finding some success. A rather lackluster performance in map number 1, not really up to their par of what they want, but it's an easy bounce back for them as they secure this position and look to try and out-angle Cybercats on their way for the rotation. Meanwhile, Zephyr outplayed Fallen as well.
This is like night and day. If you were here last week, that's not the outplayed that we saw. Now, granted, difficulties in terms of making.
I was gonna say, but we saw AFC outplayed have like big games and like small games. So
will set them potentially at a deficit for the rest of today. Here, it's going to be, of course, Passion coming on top of that. One of our PLQ teams to win a day alongside the likes of Red Dragon.
I've been a fan of Passion. I've been watching a lot of perspectives from them, specifically in scrims, and between Denze and YoBoyCue, it's been really wild. But for a lot of those teams that have started to position themselves inside of Cito, Cybercats wanting to find space, but they have to get there first, and finding a lot of pressure on their rotation with Element 6 hot on their heels. Slab immediately pops the Bloodhound ult and just pushes forward. Slab and Cracked found so many eliminations in match number 1, and K-Swinney, the IGL himself, but this is a very conservative push, and I look to maybe see them take an evac tower out of this congested area and put them further into Cito.
Yeah, especially after what we saw from Outplayed moments ago, trying to cross.
I think we got most people still kind of chilling.
Sentence, especially this late into the game. E6 do a phenomenal job giving themselves the decisive height there, and now have their options for further play. Red Dragon, though, the LCDF, they themselves taking the height of checkpoint. This is one of the first times we're going to get to see them fight outside of the home they call wall.
All right, LCDF, Kiner.
Nice swing here by Kiner here to start things off.
Already throwing an immense amount of damage down, but can we capitalize on it?
Whole team's down below him here. Going to try and see if they can at least get some opening damage from Kiner once more. They're running. They're tucking tail. Kiner says he wants some cheeks, though.
Kiner on the hunt, just trying to make it happen. You've got Easy Down going to drop down as well, forcing them out into the zone.
Just perfect presence here from the likes of La Cité de France. And as they went for this push, Kiner with that off angle, pressuring this team back, and now with the double knock, utilizing majority of that from the ring damage.
And Red Dragon's going to go out, La Cité de France.
Easily as they bite behind their heels.
I don't know how they're in first, but
down to the 15 squads with LCDF in hot pursuit. They will have to kind of start that rotation back through where the ring is essentially pulling to where Phoenix Legacy has positioned themselves so exceptionally well. In particular, when you're not getting your rotation delayed kind of in that early bout, see what Phoenix Legacy is capable to do, and Aurora kind of mirroring what they did in map number 1, looking for a lot of that space onto that western side of the zone as well.
I'll tell you what, I absolutely love Phoenix Legacy's position, but it does bring up some major questions about how they can sustain in it. Notably, teams like 2R1C, the closest on the western end of Cito Station, will be the first to rotate, but alongside them, you know, the rest of the lobby as well here. That's a building of high real estate, good value, and extension for any one of these teams to make it to the end game.
It's gonna be kind of interesting, and something else to note, Forge, full reset. Out there in the mix with Element 6 trying to make a play to hit the rotation. But for Made in Heaven, are we about to see a rat play out of them? Or are they just trying to play essentially small, as we'd like to call it, not show presence for teams that are looking to rotate out from the checkpoint side of things?
This is ratting. At the end of the day, these boys are down in the depths and the cracks below, and they await any challenger within checkpoint, but they've got time to spare. Unlike that, though, I know you just bring them up, and I know we want to see their success, but it won't start anytime soon. E6.
Ooh, we can break down wonton dumplings.
And now looking for deep rotations for Vex themselves, pushing through the same checkpoint area. It's 40% worse, who actually bites the bullet here.
Just 40% worse in this moment. Vex able to get the best of Zeri, Mandy, and Co. And now down to 13 squads and relatively reigning supreme in this kind of choke towards tunnel. We have to start thinking about what that is going to look like. We have to push towards where Made in Heaven was, but there will be a team that has found themselves sandwiched in the middle. LCDF, this is going to break out into something very interesting. And if I'm Vex, I want to capitalize and make this a third-party situation. But I'd be curious to see what they plan to do.
And it's such an issue, too, especially with LCDF getting these scans out early on them. They have, of course, the clear Kiner coming through now with that beast of the hunt. So these
oh, 40% worse is already taken out, though. Oh, they just hit it, though.
Out of their red
I was paying attention. It's fine.
Earlier on, pressuring them back into the corner here. It's going to be good height, though, that in the end is actually picked up by Made in Heaven from behind.
Oh, this is exactly the opposite situation.
Element 6 gonna go down early once again, this time out in 13th.
Is happening, and Element 6 will fall. But for Vex, they've reigned supreme, been a little bit able to stabilize and not let LCDF take them, because this is what you want. With Made in Heaven moving on and taking the attention of LCDF away, this is benefiting Vex right now.
Made in Heaven, now knowing that they have a minor numbers advantage, will try to push and clear out their backside, but they lose touching factor on LCDF, especially with that evac coming down. You have to wonder if they are keeping track of Vex here. Those shots already coming through, and even Arctic taking the brunt of that damage, just barely able to start sticking out that back.
But Made in Heaven, after winning map number 1, they want to continue on that momentum forward. Tax, 1 HP. Cinetic, not able to get the shields back up. And unfortunately, we will see one member fall. So a duo taking on the trio of Vex. And Isidon from LCDF wants to get back into the fight. Babylon's and the Prowler able to really put the pressure onto Made in Heaven.
And in their faltering moments, Made in
Heaven
pushing too aggressively. Vexed in the driver's seat after what was the worst positioning out from them, stuck in the corner. Now, after biding their time, looking towards the outside here of checkpoint. LCDF will be those gatekeepers, but for Vex, they're more than happy to just clean things up.
Yeah, I understand that Vex cleans up Made in Heaven, but the ring is closing.
Damn.
They have to go. They have to move an LCDF. Likely, this will kill them all.
Isidon, Cyclop there, stuck out over on the side, just barely surviving on the edge of zone, but it will inevitably be the ring damage that cuts them back. But like you said, overall, now out in the height of things, trying to posture over to the east. Fago's dancing, but you can't dance that good.
And LCDF fall. Aurora, who had all the space on the western side of the ring, now looking to put pressure towards Phoenix Legacy. Something that you were asking early on. Yes, they have a beautiful position in that endgame, but is it sustainable? But is Cedo Station
telling you, Phoenix Legacy have like a big beastly game.
2R1C, Passion, you aim. You got Cybercats over there and ESG making presence. What the heck is happening?
Notably, you aim on top of things as well here. They're going to be putting a lot of pressure down from the heights that be, as we did start to see these teams get involved. Aurora from their distance across, most notably. I'm very curious to see how they either slide down and take presence on the outskirts of Phoenix Legacy's building or look for that contest. It will be difficult, though. Phoenix Legacy, notably having that catalyst, makes any kind of building always the choice, well, at least to decide.
Actually, Cybercats right now are pretty typical, trying to not get engaged inside of that Cedo Station. They'll look to move around, but gonna be really tough, especially with Aurora effectively putting the stomp down over there, and I think they may have fallen, but down to 8 squads, and you aim performing exceptionally well in map number 1 on that high ground. And with 18 seconds to go, the ultimate rotation, the massive migration to Phoenix Legacy's position will have to go.
Passion.
They want to make a play, and Denze effectively swings out, throwing down a massive amount of damage on that double energy loadout with energy weapons, making a...
Hold on. Let's listen in with this.
Shield me. Yeah, I know.
Keep crawling.
I'm body.
No, go for.
Punch him. You can punch him.
Go here.
Okay.
No shit, punch. Okay, play duo. What is climbing? Climb me up. Shoot.
Nice, good
Seven,
call.
I have to bat.
From zero.
I have to bat.
You need to pop
I gotta play this thing as a duo here, but they're on top
I'm
of
full healing.
at least one squad.
You might find something.
Okay. Pop evac after you.
Yeah.
Or look, 3 piece.
Evac is not a good idea.
I think 3 people. Okay, go for kills.
We need to move. Follow me.
Yeah, I'm following you.
All right, here they go. Off as a duo.
Tenzei's got someone right behind him. Team tripping right
Well,
now.
they're screwed.
I'm trying.
Jesus.
No, I can't.
What you want to see is the wingman.
Our whole lobby is
it's
dead.
working.
Whatever rotation they decided to
Our
choose
views,
here
anyways.
comes out to balloon
Our 8 views are all dead.
ESG domination. Now for Aurora, we talked
I
about
wish
where
we had
they
an
play for
Aurora
the house.
view.
This time they're going for the waterfall. Go next alongside them, trying to see if they can stick through the smoke here. Hardeki looking, but from above instead, it'll be Impulse.
Impulse opening things up, and Hardeki consistently berating them with pressure from the Volt, dropping down, and Oirein pushes in and completely collapses around Go Next. Now Bambino still able to get out barely with their life. That's a win for Aurora. That's some win for space. But for the sustainability that Phoenix Legacy was able to keep in that position, they're still here in the top 4. ESG swarming around them, sharks in the water, but they've also got attention here onto Aurora. This will be interesting.
Go Next inevitably found the rat that be here, and now for our top 3.
Oh, you know what I could
ESG
do, chat?
Playing quite a stake of control here on this high. I saw a moment ago that
I could just do the breakdown the wonton dumpling game to get done to release for Monday.
Of this building. Not quite sure if that's actually Phoenix Legacy's or what could have been some impressions from earlier on that might prevent them from getting good leaps on the outside. Have to wait and see. I believe that's on Windows, so probably Phoenix.
And then have TLDR release Tuesday.
6 nades. If he was able to go into endgame, having
Maybe
those
Wednesday.
resources available to them.
But I tell you,
Phoenix Legacy,
TLDR
this is gonna
really
be
needs to be
tough,
done
because
Monday.
Yes, you can reinforce those doors.
Yeah,
via
we'll do the
cap, but
wonton
one
dumpling
thermite,
breakdown.
It's imploding. One black hole, it's imploding.
For like Tuesday or Wednesday.
And for right now, we're just kind of having a little campfire inside, honestly.
Hey, you know what? Rolling Thunder is ready and available for Alpha Draft here. He drops that ultimate with little to no cover on this exterior, and that might be a bit of an opening that Phoenix Legacy could work with. But with this height from ESG, it is going to be so difficult to walk outside of this building confidently. That's why I'm starting to look towards Aurora. Look at them getting sneaky. Smokes on the exterior, trying to control the space as much as they can here, biding their time. We're gonna see if they can call down some additional cover.
It's really interesting. Honestly, they throw down the mobile respawn. They're throwing down an evac tower. And with ESG having multiple digis on their team, 9 impulse on the bang, no matter how many smokes you throw out, you still have to play without peeking, because Lufka is just looking for that opening to allow that pressure on, but he breaks out. He's got an arc star. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. Aurora, you've got to play here, and ESG will
All right,
likely
ESG's going to
turn
be playing from the high ground.
giving Phoenix Legacy
They're going
the
to try and
ability
see if they can
to
let
make
this
a
other
third
fight
party.
break out
Haven't
first.
moved yet, still playing on the interior. It'll finally be their rotation outside. Stuck though due to the grab.
Nope.
Instead, ESG.
Yeah, good job by Aurora. Very good job by Aurora. Just let that fight happen. You don't need to push into the high ground, right?
Legacy stuck on the inside. Aurora have
And they're
the
Gucci.
easiest win of their life, controlling space, playing smart.
Easy dub.
Congratulations to the boys at Aurora for taking map number 2.
I mean, I know we love to talk up the Aurora roster as this massively fighting, aggressive squad. But here's the truth, Tiff. That was a lot of distinguished patience at the end from Aurora. You brought up great examples with, of course, the cover they're playing around. They not only can really play around it, they cannot even peek. They can't even show faith in any of these fights. And as a result, with that zone pull, it actually extends ESG into a poor position where, in the end, Phoenix Leg are walking out. And the minute that occurs, that's when Aurora strikes. That decisive nature is why this team comes out on top. Not just because they're good at fighting.
And it's interesting enough because we had that interview with Oirein at the top of the show where they were talking about kind of
why are we yelling right now?
Free agent and kind of trying to fix all of the potential issues that they had playing alongside Task. They were like, look, we just couldn't figure it out together. And Hardeki was a free agent. We brought him in and look at the synergy. Everything that you mentioned, Zephyr, came true here. And to get a win on your first match day showing, the level of confidence with that trio has to exponentially rise. So brilliant job to them. They knew they didn't need a conduit to play, and they showed exactly why. That cover was of no issue.
But still, it's big wins on the other side of the bracket here for the likes of Phoenix Legacy and Electrify Steel.
I'm sorry, what is that, Bestie?
Coming out of that one, not in a winning position, still nets them a second and third. We go back to last game with Electrify Steel failing to commit to a rotation after making that successful contest happen. As a result, they don't pull for wall, they don't delay in Red Dragon, they get to the heart of Cedo Station, and even if they're not in that building, they still come out with 12 points.
Well, speaking of results, here's match 2 results. Zephyr, Aurora able to take 8 eliminations, a 20-point game, 4 points shy of besting Made in Heaven's match number 1, but still a massive point game for them. Phoenix Legacy, though.
Big game for Phoenix Legacy, and we missed it.
Able to grab 8 eliminations? Bro, I called him out for having a campfire inside and playing positioning, and I did say, let the eliminations come, and well, they did. Shout out to Sabs, Kiri, and Alpha Draft, and mind you, this is the first, I think, for ALGS. 2 ladies playing on that Phoenix Legacy roster.
Yeah.
We're seeing changes come through here and the success to go alongside it. I couldn't have more happiness there. And as we go down the leaderboard, Vex themselves with their 6 KP from their presence, at least in some of those fights that we do see towards Ceto, or my apologies, Checkpoint, allows them to pop up into 8th. That's actually them now sitting at 5th overall from that match alone.
Pretty interesting. Let's drop down to page 2 and see how it goes. LCDF kind of reigning supreme, pushing Checkpoint, those engagements early on, specifically against Red Dragon, able to grab themselves 6 eliminations for a 7-point total. Overall, not a bad match 2 for them, for 40% worse. I mean, look, we've got to get things moving, but I'd imagine we're just shaking the rust off from taking a few days off to kind of nurse those injuries for shit.
They got to get things going, though, man. They don't have very many points.
Look, we're keeping our eyes on you. This is not the
They're down in
outplay that we saw
16th.
last week in this
4 points altogether.
The full English effort. This has been really tough for them.
Yeah, we got a chance to listen in. They just weren't even ready to encompass what was that pressure from Electrify. And at the end of the day, we'll see if they can now, with their bearings straight, find their rotation. Still, though, with the win now on their belt, just a single point ahead, Aurora lead the pack, 30 points in just 2 games alone.
All right, there we go. Updated scoreboards.
For the game. Can they keep up that consistency throughout our 6-match map series? Made in Heaven, though, this is exactly what they wanted to debut as well.
Bestie, are you okay?
Legacy and ESG, despite being in that initial contest at Zeus, still putting up some good points. And 2R1C, hey, we were asking, would that potential roster swap make or change? Will they find themselves in the exact position so far as last week's performance?
We'll see if they continue to climb or even potentially fall here. But at least for me, I'm not just looking at them down in the bottom, the depths. 07, of course, they're not really on their best foot forward. Nasky and crew were incredible.
All right, so we're reconnected.
Cold.
There we go.
Ooh, well, thank you so much for joining me today, Zephyr, to cast number 2. I know you'll be back alongside Dia later for another map, but for now, we're gonna cut to a quick break. We're gonna get Dia back, and when we do return, map number 3, the final one on Stormpoint.
All right, chat. I'm gonna take a break. Take me a quick restroom break as well while we have a 90-second countdown. We're gonna run a quick ad over on Twitch. All right, right back. Let's go next, by the way. No, it's not. No, it is next. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Apex Legends Global Series Year 4. It's match day number 2. 2 maps down on Storm Point. We're moving into the final one, and honestly, welcome back, Dia.
Thank you very much, Tiff. I was sitting backstage watching the show and going, ooh, I want to talk about that. Ooh, I want to talk about that. Ooh,
we'll talk
I want to talk about that. So I'm very excited that we get to come back for game 3 and maybe get a bit of a different look at Storm Point. I really liked the way the last game played out. Of course, it was exciting. We had teams demonstrating really different sides of themselves, but the ring, the map, more or less the same, honestly. Going over to Barometer one time, Cedo the other. It's going to make a minor difference, especially for teams that land in the south, but for teams that land over by Lightning Rod, by Zeus and Wall, it's the same zone.
It is the same zone, and I know for those teams that are on that northern side, they're like, please pull Thunderwatch, please pull Lightning Rod, give us something exciting, right? Because you have to think about that. For the teams that are landing southern, it would be a challenge. Aurora, UAIM, Cybercats. We all know going from the most southern areas on the map to the northern ending zones are challenging, but for our players, they're asking questions, and in particular, what's Zeus Station gonna look like? We had that listen in with the full English, and it sounded a little chaotic, but for ESG, so far, they're winning.
You know what's fascinating about this as well is the way that we have the full English trying to figure out where they're playing, and Phoenix Legacy doing a really similar thing, but still being able to turn around game number 2. Phoenix have been sitting over by checkpoint, but we're gonna have to hold it as we are gonna be saying goodbye to yet another squad. The Forge, in fact, on the back foot right now with a Devo off drop. It is not what I'd wish for.
Very missed part of the contest.
The team to fall here in that Cascade Falls contention. Denze and Co for Passion looking for that quick reset, but let's talk about the armor check. Q Wigs, blue, no, it's blue, gold, white, not bad, but Conduit on contents. I'm telling you, it's a really nice thing. But checking in over at Zeus Station, I see noises. I see Sir Dell. We might be okay here because ESG is eliminated.
Hey,
No
full
way.
English still up.
The full English finally get this, and not only do they win the fight, but they win it at the most crucial time. Take a look when we get back on the mini map, or when we have the mini map in the upper left.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good map or good ring for them.
The full English have won the fight in the one game where it really pays to have all of Zeus Station.
Good. This could be a good ring for 40% worse as well.
I've been typing a lot. I think I got the script. I've been writing. I've been doing all things. The full English needed this, and with it pulling straight to a potential lightning rod, we know we've seen those northern zones and we've seen them kind of go out, especially towards that building on the western side of Zeus Station. But in particular, 40% worse, who have actually started a little lackluster in map number 1 and 2 while they're kind of heating up. I refer to this team as a slow burn, right? They start off a little slow, they start picking up that momentum, and what a perfect zone for them to have.
This actually looks really good on paper for 40% worse, and I cannot quite tell from here, but from my eyes, it doesn't look like they're going to have the read on this ring console. They'll have crafting, they'll have a survey beacon, but it's not going to be quite the same level of information they might otherwise use to get a game-winning position. They'll really have to rely on a good zone read out of their IGL, where 07 are not doing that at all. They are instead relying on fragging out to get them further up the leaderboards.
We come into the last bit of this fight with 07 and Made in Heaven, and Amphi takes out 2 of them, but I don't think... Did he even take any damage? What a clean swing out of 07, and now that they've eliminated Made in Heaven in their rotational part, they can hop back in the Trident and carry on their way. Hey, but we've got our next victim, so you gotta smoke them out and keep going.
Yeah, operatively back in the Trident, which is the really scary thing. They're getting the Trident, they find a fight, they get out, they take you down, then they move on. For the moment, it does look like they're a little more interested in continuing on past Passion.
They're just staying quiet now?
Gatekeep them out of the north side of the zone, but it's a really difficult place to...
Smoke our back, smoke our back, smoke our back, smoke our back. Nice.
You good, yeah?
Careful now, get ready to wall in case there's a team here early, okay, Nags?
Yep.
Nags, after you gotta run on the right. Yeah. Climb up here if anything.
Yeah. Heal me if we get in a fight, okay?
Yeah. I'm surging myself.
They might be right, guys, careful.
Yeah.
I'm popping his phone now.
All right, good call. They're gonna move up through the caves here now, try and see if they can find themselves some real estate.
Get 2x for your flatline.
I'm sensor checking with my. We should be good. We should be good.
Alright.
I'm just
Do
shooting
spider.
now.
You guys do spiders. Nags do spiders.
Yep.
I'm getting deep over here. Okay.
Okay, I'm doing spiders with Nags.
No, let Nags. One guy do it. Nags only. Nags only.
Watch behind.
We have anybody else that's fighting currently? I don't think so.
07 have a zone read to work with as well, since they've put themselves basically perfectly in that gatekeeping spot for high ground. With other teams starting to rotate through wall, I'm also curious what Red Dragon will do this game, given that they've sat in wall 2 games in a row when it had Crafter and farmed other teams. This time, with wall not having Crafter, Red Dragon should be liberated to roam the map.
Interesting rotate out here from Aurora, but very smart for them, knowing they land in Cenote and having one of the farthest rotations. Wow, it is literally like I just spoke to the future just 10 minutes ago, but they're going to go ahead, rotate up with the Trident to mill, craft up those shields so they can go in and fight for high value positionings, knowing that they're going to be late. So you can talk about this, Dia, because I know we've had conversations about it while we see kind of Passion inching their way forward. Proactive and like active positioning when they're in zone, looking for those places.
See if we got anybody
Honestly,
close to a fight. So Passion's actually about to be in a potential fight over here. I want to actually sit in with them, figure out where they're going to go in cave here. Remember, they should be up by where 07's at, actually, right? It's on the other side of it, so that's why Nasky's rotating back here. I'm guessing Nags Manthe called that. Yeah, this is the fight here.
I nearly killed him. Yeah, I nearly killed him.
I'm gonna take more space after. Let me fall here.
50 on red.
Nice. Is anyone left side? Do you know if
anyone
anyone
has gold? I don't see left right now.
I'm gonna walk up right side again here, okay?
Yep. I'm gonna come with you.
Yeah, look.
Good
okay,
push.
that's you guys, okay? I'm holding our back right now. That's you guys.
Nasky's gonna anchor then on their backside. Make sure no one rotates in on the 3P.
Yep.
Yeah, you both have DTs, okay? Look, it's a lightning round ending. I'm gonna look to see if we can get in.
Okay. Can we get deeper? Yeah.
I'm looking. Keep holding those guys out. Maybe you get closer to me.
I'm holding the right side now.
I'm not holding you right now.
I might just be an evac angle. I can't lie right now. Evac forward.
I'm going back then. I'm coming towards you.
Just talk to me.
This is free right now. Come. Let's try to evac.
I'm coming.
It might be chalked, okay? Don't commit to it if we get fucked.
Okay.
I'm listening to your call, bro. Whatever you're on, I'm on. With you now? Is there anyone on top or no?
I don't know. That's what's scary. We're going here. We're going for red ping.
Yeah.
Careful, everyone's shooting. We're going for red ping. I'm dropping. Smoke and rest right now. All good.
I can rhythm.
Hold her back now, Max. Hold her back.
Yep. Back looks good.
Okay. Alright, all good. Go back. We're playing here.
Oh, so that's 40% worse than one of the squads that is shooting at him.
I think it was from top, yeah. I'm going deeper down.
Deeper. Alter, come.
I mean, they're safe here in caves, right?
Alter together.
It's just the only problem is there's multiple angles that they have to worry about, especially with this being a lightning rod ending. Like, not the best of spots to be playing from, for real.
That spot was taken anyway, right?
No, the spot I pinged was free.
I'm going right side here again. I'm going deeper right side.
Remember, they've got Passion right behind them on the other side.
Next, if you can look over me,
and now they've got.
Deep and just see what's like if there's a team anywhere.
Oh no, that's a different spot.
Right side, like shit like that.
I'm gonna come with you. We're gonna hold it deep as fuck. Just give me a second. Let me.
Top of Storm Point is still moving, and as they go through Stormcatcher, they'll get the opportunity to craft as well as Mind, who will likely have that ring console.
Aurora's still vibing all the way down at Sito Station. That's
inevitably wild. That information that we get granted here on main, right? We're fighting to know specifically where that zone pull will look, and for the teams that get that information and they're like, I know for a fact this is where it goes, that will inevitably help them. For the teams that are kind of guessing where that zone will go and give them that extra confidence.
A lot of common endings are taken up already. Vex and UAIM in some of the best positions at Lightning Rod. Most other teams are going to be fighting their way in from the various points through the ring, and we know that Element 6 are going to be a big force on the eastern side.
I would love to see UAIM do well. I just don't know if Strafey's going to be able to go to land. It's like my only concern.
Station for their rotation
Yeah, likely
going to try and deal with this.
It's been his issues in the past.
Rotate later, you have to imagine that that's at least on their minds as a possibility.
Outplayed has kind of effectively maneuvered around the full English and have inched ever so closer towards where that zone is going towards. But you have to think here, Dia, outplayed and they cannot be happy with their performance from map number 2, especially from that interview with Shex. But something in particular that he said was the synergy, knowing how to hype up.
I remember this is our last round on Storm Point, so if any of these teams feel like that
this could be kind of the start
SP is their better map, this is gotta be where they show up and show out.
Themselves back into the fray of things and get some points on the board. But for Mind, well, they barricade forward.
We did touch on this after game 1 as well, but it's a little bit more passive of a day, even as there are fights breaking out around the map. Take, say, 07 and Passion as an example, choosing instead to bypass each other and not take a fight on low ground for nothing. 07, in fact, suffering losses right now as they find themselves accidentally on the wrong end of an engagement, and with Mind just above all of this, there is the potential to collect KP.
YoLu positioning themselves, kind of inching forward, looking to garner information for the crew, and now you can play from here. But the 30.
So Bestie, are you a
like hellfire from
ALGS fan then?
Punishment will come through. There are Kravers in the lobby, and in particular, Red Dragon has them. But for LCDF, the punishment that they want to enact alongside Red
It's unfortunate 07's hurt. Down to just solo.
No, I'm just kidding. But they did point them out of checkpoint in map number 2, and they're looking to do so again. But it's going to be EasyDon who actually gets punished from a
I literally almost tuned into Lasita France too. That's funny.
That was so messed up, actually. Getting shot in the side, looking for the last member, only to then turn around and be shot in the back. Kainer's gonna go for this, and now having full information, does manage to push Red Dragon out of their hidey hole and into the lobby, as they are no longer going to be in this last game on Storm Point. LCDF owned the ground that 07 was previously rotating from underneath this cave, and it will
so
come down
Passion's out as well
between them and Mind to see who really owns
what
the
is
West.
Oh dude, 40% worse got themselves a really good spot here.
LCDF, but we turn our attention to the full first game they actually get to play, and it's going to be all eyes.
Oh, this is them taking down Passion. Yeah, we just saw that go down. Okay.
Full English reign supreme. Welcome back, Bryn. It's so nice to see you in competitive again.
Picking up a few kills will have also attracted quite a bit of attention. ANC Outplayed still lie on the rotation in, and now with the last member of 07 caught between the two squads, we will see at least one more kill go down, likely 4, with the full English having nowhere to go. A nicely placed Arcstar scatters them, and Serdell tries to make a maneuver up towards the next ring. We've just got a few seconds left until this closes. Full English retake ground in Zoo Station. They want to fight ANC Outplayed.
Look, I understand that we're taking ground in Zoo Station, but this is going to be one of the most highly congested rotations over towards Lightning Rod, and we don't have much time for that.
Didn't Element 6 already go out? Or am I tripping?
A little bit of trouble, but Slab able to clutch it up.
Oh no, I was thinking game 2 where they went out earlier. I'm an idiot. They're in trouble though, because I mean, he's not going to be able to get the homie back. He's inside zone.
Not going to be able to get their teammates back into the game, but all eyes are on Cybercats near that gravity cannon, undergoing.
Maybe.
Mandy, give him Thunder, this guy peeking. I mean, I can smoke that off for you if you want to peek, right? I'm swinging up.
I'm trying to fucking look for something.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna try and take the zip line
yeah,
over later,
someone
by
just
the way.
scanned us. Yeah.
Where does this zone go from here? Okay, so Shiv and Company is going to be in this next zone.
That's good. That's really good. That's huge. Let's hold the line.
Unfortunately for UAIM, they are going to have to give up their building though.
Guy who keeps
They're raising behind us.
Yeah, I'm looking. Okay then, Mandy, okay? I'm looking at that with you, Zeri, okay?
Yeah, waste ammo and everything for kills.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
I'm going for the best too. The shot, right?
Yeah, okay.
Damn.
Just one Bangalore. Yeah.
In trying to effectively navigate and approach the distance, you've got the zips, you've got grav cannons, but trying to maintain that space. But look at Element 6.
Element 6 back to a full 3.
Taking on,
damn.
Looking to eliminate them as a
if only I had an Element 6 or Aurora POV. Smiles?
Tower now making their...
Я тоже ничего не вижу.
Я вообще
Element 6
нихуя
gonna
не
go
вижу.
out. They can't see shit over here for UAIM.
Все, просто типа смотрим, чтобы под нас никто не упал.
wants to control the low ground, and they do.
Damn.
Nice shot. With the ring closing, time is of the essence.
And everyone's gonna start to looking to disengage, but we're just cleaning up what is already down, looking for a stabilization, a reset. Kiner just hits the ground running, and Oire, 9 imps, and Hardeki, time is of the essence.
So now Aurora's gonna have to walk in. They're gonna have the zone on their back, but they should be able to maybe kind of, well, maybe not chill.
Already in lightning rod out.
Ультанули.
Я завел Санька.
100!
Одно хп там у кого-то.
They know that they got a squad right up over here by Cannon that's got their storm right on their ass.
Ломайте за луку, умоляю. Я один стою, стреляю по ним.
Надо наверх, нет?
Текают. Нет.
Убиваем их просто.
Are they gonna go upstairs or are they just gonna chill up down here?
Я банкуем.
Sonya's gotta hit a bat. Oh, it's 3 of them. Oh, they are so fucked, chat. Good push by Full English. Oh, dude, is 40% worse to go down here too?
Cue that shit, okay, need it.
Push me.
Yeah.
Damn. 40% worse, gonna at least have to play this thing out as a duo. There are 21 players alive though for 9 squads, so it means there's probably a few duos left in this lobby.
I'm trying to look right. I can't really look.
They are gonna have to rotate out from here though, is the only problem.
It's too tough, like with the wingman.
Dude, I kinda wanna get the beacon.
Yeah, same. Careful.
They're respawning too.
Okay, we should try and kill them if we can. I swing right.
Can they climb up behind?
87, they're both on the wall. Careful, both on the wall, left and right.
Okay. I get the beacon.
Yeah, do it.
Put it down. I cannot.
They're pushing maybe. One's getting shot. They're queuing up.
They can push up top.
I don't know if they're queuing up. Maybe.
They are on roof.
What are they doing? Just sit on the roof here?
No, they're still there.
Which I'm gonna reinforce the left door, and I'm gonna rest my
do it,
left, okay?
Yeah, do it.
Going down.
Yeah,
Can you
okay.
smoke me?
Yeah, I can.
Nice, are they gonna get the revive here?
I've only one bet left.
Or the respawn?
I have an evac, by the way. Do I put it down?
We can, and then just
I need cells as well, Zari. Can you drop me cells?
I'm dropping a cell.
How many evac? Just last resort.
So it looks like we've got a couple solos.
Can I go there? Get some
I'm all 40% worse. Let's see it. Let's see it here, boys.
Okay, we need to rotate, I guess.
Yeah, we gotta rotate on top, right?
You want to evac?
You want it? I can take the evac.
No, we just have to go up. We have to go up.
Close.
Holy shnikes!
Wait, what the fuck?
They're just holding us.
They're fucked here. Damn.
Oh, no.
No way, I
can
can't
try.
see zone.
Yeah.
Like,
Get the dark
That's
veil
tough.
up, but 40% worse, they will fall, and 2R1C might be joining them shortly.
Aurora's got a team on their left they gotta worry about.
Effectively for the high ground, the Bolt is singing, and
Oh!
the hipfire comes through from 9 imps, and Aurora, they are just
Wow.
laying down chaos on this lobby.
Impulse
The
with
no scope.
super jump into Kraber hip shot. Somehow Aurora are staying alive, and not just that, they are thriving, picking up kills on the way. We still haven't seen ANC, Vexed, or Mind fall just yet, but Mind are under pressure.
Look, they're just trying to keep people off their high ground, and
What?
that's respectable.
Where's my
by
U-aim?
Playing the long game. But for the full English,
I
just
thought
on
we
the
had U-aim.
northernmost side of our free cam shot here, trying to just not peek, effectively do what Aurora was doing in map number 2. We don't
Am I
want to
tripping?
extend out, use any of our resources until that inevitable collapse happens. But when you have your Watson players just kind of barricading down already in the most viable position, I see you, Andy Jax.
The full English do have probably one of the best
Oh.
routes to be able to make it
Never mind.
into the end zone. There is still quite a bit of space they have to move through, but with a single Bangalore smoke, they could make their way to where the end zone is closing, a place that nobody else currently is, over by this grab cannon. They will choose to close the gap onto this building real quick, facing off against Aurora on the other side. Full English cannot take this fight, but for that part, neither can Aurora. Neither team really being able to commit as Vex looks over everything.
Well, they're kind of split, right? They've got to look at Mind, they've got to look at Aurora, and Vex just being inundated with damage here from the high ground. They're going to have to jump down into the mist, and with the rolling thunder completely
Vex is gonna...
of them,
Yeah,
and
Vex
just
is so screwed here.
forced off
Oh, he was almost off the roof!
going down, and
And then he just got sucked. Oh, bro.
To stabilize
golly, that's so tough.
in the game so they can get points. But
all right, here comes full English sending on to OPL or sending on to outplayed.
To take the top ground.
Aurora have moved to the outside where nobody could play earlier. But
this is a good spot for them on the fence line.
Oyrain and Hardeki are left on their own. 4 squads left. You have to
and they're the only duo right now.
Aurora should make it to top 2.
This is crazy because full English, they're already on 10 eliminations, but a stick comes through and Surdell throwing out the Radiant transfer. Is it
Aurora's still getting kills though from the outside. And see how it plays, goes out in 4th. Full English is going to have to drop down here in a second. They've got a team to their right.
Have to keep moving into the sideline straight on towards Mind. Who is going to be able to make this happen?
Aurora still wins this? Aurora still wins this! No way! Wow.
Aurora, the boogeyman of game 3, constantly moving in at the edge of the ring, playing these untenable spaces and making them work.
That's insane, bro.
For Aurora's best friend in game number 3.
Aurora, man, the confidence, welcoming in Hardeki to the roster. Back-to-back wins on Storm Point here for their first showing in year 4 ALGS. Yeah, I'm sweating. My hands, bro. This is crazy.
That was so cool. That was so cool the way that they used that. Like the presence of mind to play fences not once but twice, and also like be in such a terrible position, but also make it out. It was incredible from Aurora, but I cannot let this take away from Full English either, because Full English have had an awful start to the day, and to be able to pull out a 2nd place the very first time they survived the contest, it's amazing.
It is amazing, and it's very similar to kind of how we witnessed. Now, I'm going to bring up a team that's obviously not in EMEA, Optic Gaming. They had a really slow start on Storm Point, but then they kind of started to get their momentum, and moving into World's Edge, they were able to finish, I believe it was in top 5 for the day. So Full English, I'm looking at you to kind of have that revenge on the lobby and do that for yourself, and double-digit eliminations have to really help your chances move up that leaderboard. But Aurora, man, even after losing out on 9 Impulse, Dia, well played, because we know Lightning Rod are some of the most atrocious end games. They hit the res, they bring them back, they take one of the craziest rotations into endgame and just start chowing everything, looking for high ground, and to be able to find stability in the chaos. I'm loving this new roster.
This was a really big redemption game for a lot of teams. I'm going to bring another one into the conversation. ANC Outplayed, who managed to make their way into Final Zone. We will take a look at probably the biggest play that we saw, the pivotal moment, shall we, of this most recent
I
game.
really wish we had an Aurora POV, dog.
CDF over by this gravity cannon.
Oh, you know what?
On the way in. But then, as you were talking about, against all odds, got Impulse back into the game.
I mean, look, I was talking about it. I've seen some crazy plays out of them in scrims, specifically from 9 Impulse, but coming through, and this is the one in particular, when things start to get a little wild, gets the Kraber back, immediately puts the pressure onto it, the no-scope, the burn, a little salt in the wound, Dia.
Oh, is there no command center?
It's a crazy man.
It's just a mechanical blessing that was even able to happen.
Is there no command center?
Watching ANC Outplayed go out, trying to fire through the fence at no one, because Oyrain was a ghost in the last ring. Ultimately just waiting for the rest.
What I'm probably going to do is when it goes to break, I'm going to refresh my views and see if maybe somehow we've gotten us a...
Third, fourth party. Aurora really did make that last lightning rod zone look so simple.
Ooh, and as we get the stats, just from that last match, Oyrain on 7.
15 kills for them, bro.
Sense, you know,
that's
you did go
insane.
Out a little early, and then you went out again, but it doesn't matter. You still got that no-scope in there. And Hardeki
bro,
on
they're
5.
almost doubled up the second place squad.
Eliminations and a massive amount of damage.
Yeah, this is a really big game for them, and it's funny that we mention Impulse's like falling behind a little bit in the kills, because he is the one going down first, and it's really good that they have them on Bangalore for that exact reason. Impulse is meant to go out to distract, and so while it may not look good on paper, this is working exactly as Aurora intended, to be able to have somebody that is extending out, that is looking for cheeky plays, and trying to get a little greedy with space, while Oyrain and Hardeki can always back that game plan up.
And they backed it up indeed. You think back to that kind of last fight as a duo, Hardeki going in, took minimal damage in that end game situation once we get to top 3, and the collapse started in a 27-point game for map number 3. I can only imagine when we pull up the
this
series
squad
results
always
kind of
brings
after
the heat.
looking at this, what that is going to play onto it.
Full English, second place. If you looked at me after the first 2 games and told me it was going to happen, I wouldn't have believed you, but here we are. Really nicely played from them, and Mind, I think, quite silently moving their way in as well. It was a nice place to play, right underneath the top building of Lightning Rod that ended up working in their favor. And while I want to give love to ANC Outplayed for having a resurgence as well, Vex...
Fuck it. We're restarting real quick. Refreshing.
Okay, I will say the amount of statistics behind the scenes here that puts Aurora roster currently is at 12.5. The nearest team being at 8K. That is a 4K difference between them
insane.
and UAIM. On top of that, this gets even more insane. Hardeki currently has taken he has taken the most damage in the game at 3,000, but he leads at the 3rd most damage differential of any player currently in the lobby. He is literally doing so much damage and taking it and then some.
That's crazy.
Are Aurora not punished?
It's because they're fighting
They're
and
just
like
really able to use that
recovering
chaos
from those
to their
fights is what it
advantage,
is.
Which is great. I mean, listen, Oirain did say that they have great wipes, and boy, did they. All right, well, Tiff, thank you so much for casting the last few games. We're gonna let you have a little break.
Like they're taking fights, so that's how they're gonna take more damage. The puck.
We are going to be able to get into the mind of a pro and get his pro perspective. We are going into an interview with Graceful. I am so excited to talk to you. Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we haven't seen you since Champs. We saw you play last week. Yeah, so how are you feeling about the season?
I mean, we kind of had a slow start personally, so but I feel great about the competitive season starting up again, and it's, you know, the whole year 4 and everything. Every roster is looking through changes. Everybody's looking strong. That's why you see right now on the leaderboard, all the teams that people aren't expecting are performing. So yeah, I'm super hyped, ready to.
All right, I'm gonna go refill my water real quick, chat.
For my part, Graceful, I'm curious to pick your mind as a player, because we've seen a lot of contests that have not benefited either team. Notably, E6 has 2 POIs, which I don't think is doing anyone any favors. But with Phoenix Legacy splitting Checkpoint right now, they're the team that I want to focus on, because they had pretty bad loot in game number 1 and were forced into like a Jurassic high ground. Game 2, they were able to play out of Cedo Station. But when you're splitting a POI like that, what are the ways that teams, not just Phoenix Legacy, but even teams like them,
All right, well, we're having a little bit of a mic issue here, but I hope we can get more insight on Graceful's thoughts. I'm glad that he kind of gave us a little bit more of a structure on how they're taking it a little bit slower, right, Zephyr?
Zephyr's muted.
Okay. I guess we're having a little bit of trouble, so we're going to go on a little quick break, and when we come back, hopefully we've got all the content that you've been waiting for right here.
Fucking rip, bro. Yeah, Moon, my thought with taking NA off, though, was just the fact that, like, I'm beat, and I know if I watch NA, I am going to be dog-ass tired for APAC. Even for the first, like, 6 games. So I'm going to take me a nap. I'm going to take me a nap and make sure we're back for APAC North. We'll take a nap, be back for EMEA. And I'm going to start on the video tomorrow night. Because this week I want to try and see if we can do like a video a day, Monday through Friday. Over on the YouTube channel. Like I would like to get the TLDR done. And have the TLDR done Monday, would be my goal.
But you know how things are. We're all human and things happen. But you know what? I'm here with Tiff, and you know what?
The wonton dumpling video probably Tuesday.
Crazy last circle.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, and honestly, let's be real. I just wanted more time on air. It's been a good day, and welcome back to ALGS, everyone. But
and then
Aurora, man, look, Hardeki, this trio is looking insane, and I was kind of talking about
because I think we're down to like top 16
after kind of almost two of the same rotations early on.
No, we're down to top 64. Swiss is
what
gets us down to 16.
So thinking about them,
no, Swiss gets us from 16 to 8.
Get to Lightning Rod, and through the trials, the tribulations, losing out on 9 imps early, getting them back in.
So I think that means we should be down to top 16 in all of our regions.
Hardeki for the newest, that is no stranger to
for RLCS, so we'll do like a pick 'em for every region. Do that Wednesday.
And they did it again.
Podcast Thursday, which means that goes up Thursday night.
Impressive part. I mean, playing the edge of circle,
and then we'll do
out of sight, and you know
a
what?
tier list during the
true, when
podcast, and that'll go up Friday.
Out of mind, especially in these final circles, just because there is so much action happening. So, talk to me about this res and kind of. Do you think that more pro players in end circles should be going for that res, even if they're one person out?
Now, it's kind of interesting that you say that because the team that I'm going to bring up actually isn't in this matchup. It's going to be Vamokiera, right? You got Kishera, who plays a lot of crypto, specifically on World's Edge, and most notorious to getting those last-minute reses. But for a team that doesn't have that, well, being able to make it happen. And Stella, look at this. Is it me and you for Game 4?
I think it is. Let's strap in and get ready. We are in the drop ship, and we are.
Dang, did they lose both Dia and
Ooh, and as we switch up,
Zephyr?
all of the things that we're expecting to see locked in.
I guess good thing they had
kind of going
forecasters for the day, huh?
To the northwestern, but relatively central, and with
all right, Cats versus Vex over Harvester. Let's check it out.
Harvester, it's a Cyber Cats Vex contest, and well, Fako already down. Doesn't matter because the trades are coming through.
Yeah, Babylon's here just taking a slight moment to shield up, and we do see a res coming through. Oh, yeah, trying to, but maybe baiting it because we do see Cybercates on the way.
Cybercats,
and we do see a fuse play out here. Love to see that, Tiff.
Ooh, a fuse for contest. It makes sense. Now, granted, I've also seen Cybercats break out the caustic, but for now, Ranch is down and out. Will this duo be able to clutch it up? The issue with this being a relatively central POI and extending out the contest, knowing that the zone kind of is going to pull Southern, teams will start that rotation in. So you really need to get this going. But for Babylon's, the EVA 8 out, the fuse doing the job. Knuckle clusters coming through, and Clem
the Knuckle Busters moon
standing, and Cybercats effectively. This is a win for them.
Yeah, and this is a smart play from Babylon's just choosing to leave because, like you said, a lot of teams are going to start rotating, and Harvester is the point that a lot of teams are going to have to bypass. So either you need to finish up your fight now or get out of town, and that is exactly what Babylon's is doing right now as the last member of his team.
But we pull on over to the inevitable. We were talking about the potential for this contest over in Skyhook, LCDF and Element 6, and well, Izidon's already got a knock on to Cracked and goes back to the high ground to join up alongside Tyner. Psycho still from the mid-level of the Central, trying to put pressure. But for now, this is going to be kind of a stalemate before the action picks up.
Yeah, we often see contests in this area, especially when you take that middle ground. You do end up being at a stalemate for a while just because you have to find loot. You have to maintain that angle. So there's not a lot that both teams can do. And I really want Element 6 to be able to win their contest because we haven't really seen them very much. They were 11th place last we saw.
Yeah, it's definitely been really tough for them moving off that kind of storm point match for Lightning Rod ending. They want to go through it, but
Element 6 out early once again.
Down. LCDF,
Holy
the
shnikes.
battle of the French for K-Swinny and the French roster of LCDF, and they reign supreme. Not a bad showing here for LCDF. Now, the reset coming through, they're able to grab that cargo bot, hit it on Legendary, grab some well-needed loot, but as we move to where that zone is pulling, for the teams that land Lava Siphon, 07, you're gonna have a nice rotate into launch site and look for kind of that priority rotation into this, because this is where things can start getting mixy. But 07, you've got to be able to find your place here and stabilize and hold the fort down.
Yeah, it looks like they are looking for a fight here. I mean, listen, it is now game number 4, so we're going to be seeing people get maybe a little bit more aggressive, but also teams that want to play a little bit more reserved. We're going to see those styles clash quite a bit. I mean, last match, we saw a lot of teams slowing down, avoiding fights because they wanted to get that placement.
202 underneath Red Dragon up over her.
We do see a lot more teams who
up at her
after 3 games and the map switch, trying to find those fights.
A team that's going to need to start feeling confident is 202, coming into match number 4, the first one onto World's Edge in 16th place, and already
what a move up to take the high ground
here, but now the 3-man stack into
unfortunate
the
whiffs with the Mastiff, bro.
Transfer, but the flank from behind is going to be the thorn in the side.
See, those look like my type of shotgun shots. You know what I'm saying?
Is fully eliminated, thus relegating 202 to a duo here against Red Dragon.
Yeah, this is a dicey looking situation, especially since Red Dragon does have that horizon, and 4M is doing whatever he can, but he might get taken out here, even in Bangalore's smoke, and it's just down to the last member, the blood shield here. It's going to be a
the shield swap.
Ooh, get a shield swap in and turn your tides.
You got to push on your homie though.
Remaining members of Red Dragon, you get the information via the scan, and
Ozzy Owl's out of there.
Trying to play positioning here. It's gonna take about 8 seconds there to pop off a med kit, and you only have one, and the pressure comes through and it connects. Able to turn this into a 1v1. You can get back into the fight. How will this work?
Shut up.
UAIM has fallen, but for now, Ozzy Owl reigning just a little bit more into it.
I love that we whisper like we're trying not to avoid. You know, we're trying to avoid giving away their position, but look at them trying to go in after. I mean, now is the time if you want to go in. You can't hesitate in competitive Apex because that is going to be your downfall. And we do see here Ozzy trying to go in, but
Ozzy Owl's gonna win this. No fucking way. Shut up.
To be able to down his opponent. We are going to come in with the 30-30. No, you never switch out to your secondary. He almost had that, but is now eliminated.
Wow, can we just talk about that for a moment? Because Red Dragon was effectively going in to that 1v1 with a Havoc. Now, the Havoc has made a comeback here despite recent
talk about a turnaround of that fight, bro.
Weapons, and with 202 looking to have that inevitable kind of first start on the 1v1, the hipfire of the 30-30 is just not going to connect. And the Havoc, a lot of people have been talking about the double AR meta that we've seen happen a lot in North America, and at a hipfire, once that thing starts raring up, you love to see it. Red Dragon live to see another day, and 07 looking to try and get into some information here for the team inevitably on the inside, and that's going to be 8 and
see if they push in here.
Wait, let me break the fence.
Okay, go.
Can you smoke right side when I open the door? Okay,
yeah.
3, 2, 1, smoke it, and then I'm gonna break the fence after.
I'm wooden up. Wait. Did you break it?
There's a nade. I'm trying to break the fence.
I'm wooden it now.
Nice.
Wait. We need.
Tell me when.
Wait for the smoke. We don't know where they are. This is triple mouse. It's triple controller. Okay.
It's two on the left, one on the right. Two on the left, one on the right.
They need it again.
They still know I'm white.
Okay, listen. 2 on the left, 1 on the right, boys. Okay.
Okay. Push north side. 3.
I'm gonna wall. Okay.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Open it.
Nice. You got double ult to investigate in here.
Nice, I'm climbing up.
Careful 3P now. We're in. Okay. Careful 3P now.
I'm picking the wall. I'm not.
They don't need to overextend here. You've already used 2 of your ults just to get into this building.
Once red ping.
If you can just share real estate, this thing's gonna end here.
Reinforced.
I got the reinforce.
I'm peeking left side, peeking far left.
Their gen is inside. I'm healing on their gen right now. Through the wall. Wicked.
Lasky, I want to play the tech glitch here.
They have no juice on the gen anymore, okay? They might push
one at the door east. One at the door
Can we
east.
get? Yeah. We're in, okay? It's just we watch out for 3 peers right now. I'm closing the door we came in from.
You can get this. I'm going to ask you maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying, but I only have white. They might full send me.
Okay,
I'm solo holding left. I'm solo holding left. Listen, I want to swing for this tech glitch, but someone needs to watch over me.
Nazi, can you watch it? Nazi,
yeah, I'm watching it. They crack me next. They crack me.
Don't give us space, Amphi, go. Don't give us space.
I can nade once and we can play off the nade, okay?
Amphi, try to make a play. I'm not with you, Neski.
Bang 90, bang 90.
He's gonna... Nice. He sees that.
Amphi, come with me.
With you.
I'm coming to you.
Go on the right, We're in the road.
I think Nasty should have gone to the other stairs and taken a different angle. That's what they should have done.
I'm trying to rest. They're swinging where we came from, Namphy.
Yeah, crack two. Can you heal me?
No heal.
Damn, they die here.
You can't be losing to NC, man! Come on, Nags! Fuck off!
Absolutely, and this is what happens, especially in World Stage, where if your fights go on a little too long, of course you're going to have another uninvited party. But
I think if he stays and he takes those stairs, I think they win that fight.
Away for the time being, and that seems to be it for this area, and OP is going to be able to recover.
Look, that's respectable. If you can
Personally
kind of fend off that initial third-party push and look to stabilize, that's a win for Outplayed. And meanwhile, Denze and a Kraber putting pressure onto 2R1C, who's just trying to rotate into launch site through this choke. And now Passion currently in the backside of Tree, looking for any
40% worse. Looks like they're already
but as Ring
moving their way in. Should just be about over through and into the second zone. I actually kind of want to see how they make their way in here, chat.
Wait, they're evacuating that way north, right? What did I just hear? Maybe not.
I heard that too.
Yeah, I thought I heard an evac north.
That noise.
Yeah, I thought I heard an evac north, yeah. That was weird.
They're taking the balloon right now, flying in.
Okay.
Oh, not the balloon, the geyser.
They're fighting. Flying above us.
Yo, look at this. East.
Yeah. 40 in the middle, guys.
I did some damage to them.
Nice, the other team's looking. 7 teams looking now.
Under 30.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm moving to you, yeah. Me too. Trade ammo with me, Zeri.
Trade two of them.
Nice, Many, you wanna kill them?
Zeri, trade ammo with them.
It's they have triple purple. We can think about it.
Okay, I'm trying to. Lava 7, you get shots on Zeri.
Alright, they're in zone here. I think we're just gonna chill for now. Who else do we have? It's in a fight currently. Red Dragon looks like they're backing down into this cave here. Do they have somebody up here that they gotta worry about?
Ну, двое слева, один справа на банке хал. Вот этот камень легко забирается, ребят. Чего вы не верите?
Otherwise, they can rotate around to the other side of the zone, which is an option for them.
Так, это нам и надо. Нам просто надо вот метку забрать, чтобы мы играли сверху, а не снизу. Все, нам это и надо было.
Is Denze about to go down here? Yeah, Denze is dead. Fuck, man. Passion's out. Seat the Franz pulling up here for a 3P, possibly? Psychop's gonna go down early. I was a pull off of this. I don't think we have a go next. They're dead. They're dead. Holy sh! Wow.
Res me right now. Res right now. Res me right now. Wall if you need.
Literally all the teams that are dead are the teams that we're watching right now. That's insane.
I'm a bang out too.
Go inside.
They all did. Oh, you need to bang all back.
I'm gonna back first.
Yeah.
I'm bang out now.
Oh, you actually saved it.
Yeah, I should have saved it, but it's okay. I'm Bad King, okay?
Yeah, you can walk up to them right now.
Yeah, my bang ult is on them.
Ready.
I stunned one inside the cut. They're inside the cut right now.
They're inside of the
24-1.
They can push back here now. Everyone's healed up.
Fight this.
Yeah. They have conduit ult.
Yo, I'm gonna pick.
They won't time me too. I've stunned the right.
Oh my fucking. I'm running.
Bangalore one shot. Oh, I'm not in zone.
Okay, Shiv.
Yeah.
Hoping you might get.
Me too. They got me behind us. Yeah, they were.
I'm gonna queue over the
Damn, bruv.
They be trailing you too.
That hits me.
I'm gonna shield you, okay? I'm shielding that. Did they die behind us?
I died in
Oh no.
Damn.
I'm dead.
40% worse, gonna go out. Unfortunate. Once again, all the teams that we're watching, other than Made in Heaven,
for this contest, this
are
area
dead.
Here, and it's not going to look great. Red Dragon is on the lower ground, but somehow they have a great angle on Aurora.
Taking some initial knocks on to Forge. It's Jay Savage who will be at the losing end of this engagement, but a good smoke forward with the Digi threat to try and poise around this. But rotating into the ring to effectively find a cheeky angle is what is making Red Dragon look so good right now. But for the zone that we're pulling to, this is going to be very, very interesting, and we need to start kind of prioritizing our rotation to how we're gonna get there. But before that, 9 Impulse. Okay, keep going. Slayers will be at the losing end of that, but not before Forge. Phoenix able to make that happen, but Oirain with the hip fires. Can Hardeki clutch it up with the vault? He does.
Damn.
Hardeki, man.
And they get the reset out here? Do they have enough time?
Mere seconds, so you have to think about the time that it's gonna take to hit the reses, and we're just gonna chain them immediately together and go next. Man, we're still alive there in the corner over there, huh?
Yeah, but who knows for how long, because Vex has their eye on them and are trying to push for them immediately. And of course, Go Next is eliminated, unfortunately.
Oh, they're
They
at
only had that small
63
box to operate
points.
in.
Jeez.
Vex over here hitting the reset, but Aurora making a play. They take the zip, they look, they see it's occupied, they immediately drop.
What's the
down to
extra
the low
bonus
ground.
point?
Look at this. This is
Thing?
what's really
50
smart.
points above the
I love
second
that we
place
caught that
team?
on main. Oirain drops the gold shield for 9 imps and some syringes to be able to chain that together and effectively get up to speed on that healing way quickly. The synergy between this team is just so dominating, and that is why we talk about how they're aggressive, but not only that, but they're freaking smart.
So Aurora's rotating down here. They're gonna run into Red Dragon.
Angles and making sure that they are going to get caught up. But again, Red Dragon.
Damn, Hardeki just got picked out of the air from a couple teams, including Made in Heaven.
Listen in.
They're gonna be listening in. We might as well actually just listen in down here.
He died, I think. Look at zone, boys.
Can we get the fins? We have to shoot at this. Get them. Team is shooting from left. I'm batting. Get the kills on it.
You can see two of the players here, both Synetic and Arctic, are both in the zone. Tax holding down their backside, looking over by
Top 7.
Dome. And holding off that squad as well. Aurora's out, Red Dragon's out, top 6 here now. Made in Heaven gonna win themselves another one here?
Could be one as well. We're in literal god spot. We're safe inside, not so. Eggshell as well. Yeah, we have to watch left.
What about this team? What happens to this team?
Left is our only worry. Can you help Art tax on it? Yeah. I got 30 heavy. I'm just gonna look right. Yeah, I have 45.
It's the bang has wingman. The bang has wingman.
Yeah. Underneath. Go for loot, Synetic. Right side is gonna. What? 100 under the bridge. Cracks him right here.
These guys are trying to shoot you guys.
Yeah, okay. Your back. No, that's not good. You blocked all my way. I need. Art tax side on me. Sure.
Just go back into.
I'm looking left. They've not moved yet. Focus left. Maybe
Just because it's got the other side of it, I feel like it's got a little bit better balance of the listen in. Bro, I took off Phoenix Legacy as a POV, and here they are in endgame once again.
We have to fight. Right side, no. Can we go back?
Granted, they died. That's fine.
Okay, I'm going back.
We're gonna shot at the back. The team is fighting us. Right side.
I'm dead.
Damn. Tax got hit with the big suck.
Bang's just finishing me.
Come into eggshell. Nade, sure.
They're dying in the open to launch side team right now.
This is kind of a good spot for Made in Heaven because they can just chill and let this Bobby kind of play itself out.
We're not. They don't. Is that your control?
Right?
No, come. Get in here. Crouch in here. Just hold this. We're fine, bro. We're fine.
The bang and the Horizon team are dying.
They're like out of sight, out of mind right now.
Chill. Top 4. Swing in.
Cybercat's pushing up there though. They're gonna realize that's a 2. They're gonna swing that shit hard. They might get help with the third party.
Yeah. They're just fucking spamming.
Because they can sit far back. and the more noise that gets made over here, you assume that maybe a third party comes over, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case.
I'm hitting. You have to peek. You have to peek. Don't let him res. They're getting pushed.
Yeah, they're getting fucked. You can't smoke, bro.
Kaz is able to get the reset.
Chill.
The rest.
Right to die to burn.
Yeah. Peeking us.
Is this full English's game to win?
Top 3. Chill. Knocks on. Crouch in the corner. Nice try.
8 points. I couldn't go back.
Oh my goodness.
Nah, full English is only a duo though.
Clear comms, even in the states of panic. Absolutely.
Oh, he was trying to slap him.
Here, Tiff.
Talk about goats. Well, let's talk about Cybercats because they have the space, they have the angles, and they want to take down the full English. We wanted to see this go through. They started in Harvester with that initial contest and are trying to clean things up, but with Surdell on the wingman trying to inevitably sway the odds in their favor, it is going to be the
now it's just going to be 2v1 here.
Take down the IGL of noises and being able to reinforce with the Radiant transfer.
Well done.
They take map 4.
Oh my goodness, what a match. They were absolutely bullying all the teams in that tiny circle outside of that region. And my goodness, they were able to play their position so well. And with a fuse
Cybercats had 9 points going into that game.
Play. I love to see this.
So that'll help at least put them up into the picture of like top 6, top 7 maybe? But obviously Aurora is still pulling away. I don't think Aurora added too many points that game though.
One of my biggest questions, because I watch a lot of scrims throughout the week, more in particular, those EMEA scrim watch parties that Greek does. Shout out, homie. I love that you do that because let me just tell you, the saddest thing I've ever heard Greek say is Cybercats eliminated. You can't say that this time, Greek. You can't say that this time.
I mean, they do say cats have 9 lives, and we clearly saw that in play today here, especially in this match. And their Horizon ult was just
23
so great.
points.
And
so they'll be at 31.
Place with 23 overall points, 11
Where does that push
kills.
to put them at overall?
The only other person that came close to that was ANC outplayed at 10. Look at these point structures, Tiff.
Look, I love it.
I think that actually might move them up to like 4th.
Pushes. They got to launch site early. Andy Jax woke up and the team finally making some moves happen. But even though Aurora went outside
like put
the
them up top 5 actually.
7 eliminations throughout their journey,
damn.
kind of making their way into ring. Let's cut on over to 11 through 20th because I'm curious to see how this works out for 40% worse, not able to grab any eliminations this game, but LCDF winning that initial contest gave them 4 eliminations, and albeit it may not be the best, but it's pretty consistent. I know Rain Day likes to harp on the fact that it's 5 to 8 points to stay consistent, to stay in the game and play for the top, and that's almost there.
Yeah, and of course, this is the first time that they have been fighting A and C, right? So, of course, they're going to have to get used to each other's play style, figure out how exactly they want to change their team pushes. But, yeah, not looking so great for Element 6 right now as they were eliminated out in 20th place. And UAIM also.
That's true. We do have that new winner. Let's look at kind of the top 3, the damage, the eliminations, and
Maiden Heaven a lot of damage for 1 kill. Holy shit!
You heard there listening. Only 1 elimination was able to raise
damn,
that,
that's disappointing.
An exponential amount of
that's unfortunate.
damages, but for the full English, we were so excited to see
imagine, bro.
On the final match
oh, dude, I would be so furious.
Forward. And Surdell, I don't know what's in the water for the Watsons that are just absolutely cracked. 5 eliminations for them. But more importantly, Cybercats on the 11, 3,600 damage, a banger first game for World's Edge.
All right, 2 more games, chat.
What a great way to kick off World's Edge. And we are getting told by Zephyr that full English after that game are now 2nd place for KP. Wow. Now we are looking at
3rd overall here for them as well.
And Aurora sitting in 1st place with 67 points, followed by
That's
2nd
crazy.
place Maiden Heaven at 37.
So basically everyone's just competing for 2nd now.
Is insane. But I'm so glad we got to see the first 4 games for A and C go the way of Aurora, the full English, with 35 points, knowing that they lost out on that initial contest in Storm Point at Zoo Station. We even had that listen in, and it was sounding so chaotic, but to bounce back from that and put the points down on the board, 2nd for KP, that is one of the craziest comebacks I've seen in a while.
It is incredible what these pro players can do under pressure, and that's why they're the pros. But we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have game number 5 ready for you.
Damn. All right, chat. Quick break. We're gonna be doing a quick fucking ad break over here on Twitch. I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna stretch my legs. I think we're gonna stand for these last two, man.
Hello and welcome back to the Apex Legends Global Series here in EMEA. We just finished off our first game on World's Edge after the first half being on Stormpoint and Zephyr. It was a big turnaround for the Cyber Kittens, but they weren't the only team that we were looking at. Made in Heaven also had a wonderful Game 4.
Then they've come out on top now and are competing for a top 5 position. Speaking of competing, though, not just our players here, but for the folks at home, the ALGS offers the Split 1 Challenger Circuit. The registration still hasn't closed here. You guys can get yourself together with a team, jump into a roster, and compete these upcoming weekends, February 3rd through 5th, and potentially find yourself a spot among these pros.
I know we're talking about Made in Heaven right now, but match...
We back? I think we're back, baby. That just means I have to unmute here, right?
Or IGLs that are trying to stay on top of the competition to actually keep ahead of, because you are...
Naturally, as soon as I get back, we get the disconnect. That's my fault, chat. My bad, my bad.
Really long tournaments who are mechanically just at the top
PC,
of their
bro.
game, and that
or my internet. Not even my PC, it's just literally my internet.
Culminate to now in the
Does
pro
not
league,
like me.
where you have people who are not just really good at pressing.
Try to think if we have anybody contesting in our views, and I don't think we do. Do we?
We've had 4 games of crazy
At least not on
action, and I want to talk a little bit about the smarts that it took for
World's Edge. I don't
Cybercats
think
to actually walk away with last game, Zephyr, because they made mention of it on the broadcast. Tiff and Stella were both wondering.
Chat, we got 2 games left of World's Edge. Reminder, I'm not doing North America.
Slowly started
I'm gonna be back for the double session for APAC North.
When it comes to compositions in North America, but EMA has left us a little tired and sad without the pickup really appearing. This is the first time after.
And then we'll have EMEA tomorrow as well. Then we'll also take NA off tomorrow. I think the goal is tomorrow night. During NA, I'm gonna try and start working on the TLDR video for YouTube.
And how free Cybercats were allowed to.
So if I can get that out Monday, we'll break down the Wonton Dumpling 23 kill game.
How game 5 plays out.
21 kill game? 21. 24 kills.
Now that we're
23 kills. That's 23 kills.
Day,
we'll take the breakdown 23 kill game on Tuesday.
Really on,
RLCS pick'ems on Wednesday, and the podcast Thursday.
We get back to another one in Harvester, but the Cybercats currently on top, taking out the first member of Vex. Zanya using the triple take as almost a shotgun.
If you remember Ranches and crew from rosters previously, Harvester is their home here. Vex have snuck in. They found the backdoor key and are trying to take this one away, but this is a team that knows this best.
And then we'll end up posting the EMEA. I think we're going to do EMEA this week on the podcast for the tier list. We'll post just that on Friday.
We've also got up north where Element 6 are relegated out of game 5.
Damn, Element 6 out early again.
End up taking them down.
Holy
shit. It's so early on into the game, this will hardly impact the rotation.
this is, I mean, we're not even talking about the earliest moments right off a drop.
I mean, what is Element
LCDF
6?
Make their rotation out from the east,
Bro.
and they easily come out in that 3v3.
Like, they've been getting a lot of KP.
Before the games even
Like
started
in the other
today.
games, they've had at least 4.
I'll be honest with
Obviously
you,
not
Dan,
going to have that
in
here.
my discussions with E6 behind the scenes, they were kind of brushing this one off like it was no sweat, but the scrim results
But it's now another, so it's their back-to-back
are coming out on top.
first elimination
so
for
much
E6.
now that again, they were able to do it so quickly that it should still leave Lasitas de France with plenty of time to rotate on their own schedule.
Oh, ANC outplay might be dropping over here by 07, I think, right?
I'm gonna run straight to South Main.
Yep, I'm coming.
No, doesn't look like
They
it.
already wiped, I think. Car.
Nice, I'm good.
Stay here and reinforce, Nags. Me and Amphi, come, Amphi. We're looking for something here.
Nope, I guess not. I thought we were about to be seeing a fight here.
Against the wall, damage hurt to the side with an L-Star, and Electrify Steel find their way back to a gray screen.
Naturally, I clicked away from a fight, though, of course.
Really close, but the Eva helping out at the very end means that Mind get
My
to
bad on that,
stay in
chat.
the game in another ruthless southern zone. We did look at the map briefly, but just the fact that we are going back down over to launch site means that we get to run back a lot of the same rotations again.
For many of these teams, it's going to be an experience that they hopefully can learn from, notably 07. One of those rosters that I'm really looking to at least find their resurgence here. They've shown that they can stand up against the test of times and what was A and B. Here in the C, though, like I said before we went to break, cold
Yeah,
engines.
chat, next weekend's watch parties are going to be a little bit more sporadic than this weekend.
With the
Just because next weekend,
fortifications that they currently have,
I'll be on the desk over in
should be
SSA for RLCS,
time
so like I
to
got to
let those
prioritize like
extras
sleep and stuff for that,
get
obviously.
themselves going a little bit for the late game. It is still going to be
Which
really
also means we
difficult
won't be able to do
level of
EMEA next
shields
weekend.
that they have with the loot that they're currently working with, but
And I might
they'll
only
be
be
a
able
little
to
bit lucky
do
on a few picks, and
like
perhaps
one
you're
of
able
the
to
groups.
get some death boxes going and turn that into an even bigger game. This is in large part a slower
On the
game, though,
APAC
as Game
nights.
5
Would sure be nice if my internet wanted to cooperate with me today. 07 out early, huh?
If you're down somewhere on this low ground, it's usually incredibly punishing. So, well, I don't know if every building ahead is available. They still try to extend. Notably, that's not their dark
07's
building,
at least getting
so
revived
actually
here.
pressure-
Are they in a fight?
There's no scorpions on it. The smoke your feet not there, so that you can like.
Not really in a fight. They're just getting shot at from across the way.
All good.
Is it Passion that's shooting at? Is this Passion looking at 07? Is that the deal? I think so, right?
I saw nothing on the right.
This spot is free, they love this spot.
Yeah, but it's not playable, I think.
No, they have fuse. Wait, I have white armor, bro. Is there, where's the rest? Is that free? Was that the rest? I think it's free.
I think that it's in here.
No one's over there now at this point. 202 is kind of poking some distance. Let's go back to main broadcast for now.
To get those back as we talk about round 1, 2, and 3, which in the end maybe could fall towards the exterior. Go next to R1C. They hold hands out here towards our southwest.
I'm glad to see them running the fuse, even if it comes in air quotes at the cost of a conduit. Seeing Go Next use fuse just reminds me of how well they were able to do with that particular pick at Split 2 playoffs year 3. For the moment, the amount of harassment that Fuse is able to provide has really been
Was Cybercats is
tangible,
Group C,
especially
right?
on a map like this, where people tend to be clustered really
They are not.
close
How'd they
together.
do
World's Edge
Group
doesn't
1? I don't
let you
remember them doing
control
that
the same amount of space as, say, Stormpoint does when Aurora were doing really well. Instead, it's favoring teams that can sit in buildings and try and get a little bit
They did not. They finished 19, so they got one post-match placement points. They need a pretty solid game today to put themselves kind of back up in the leaderboards.
Exactly why that Fuse sings here. Just a quick knuckle cluster to the dome forces
the Knuckle Buster
down
Moon
to the low ground into a spot which I do worry for them. I know we talked a lot about the edge and potential play there, but the positions where they were in terms of transition are now held by the Forge. This is something that they're going to have to inevitably deal with if the Forge.
So if 07 can stay up and standing, they're in a really good spot for like a later game position.
It doesn't go all the way,
which they kind of need right now, man. They're sitting on 8 points through 4 games.
May be the option for say,
and they are in a spot that they might be able to also pick up some KP as long as they can stay standing, right?
But typically when we move over to launch site, you'll see teams playing even further south than the launch site buildings even extend, and that's not really a possibility in this game. We may have some squads that sit underneath the mine or try and share a building with them, ultimately to the death of both, but for the moment, all the positions in launch site that you can realistically play and sustainably play have been taken. Passion really taking the last one, if we even want to call it that, for without a Watson, you really can't hold underneath like that.
Now, something I do want to bring up here is you just barely see at the top of the screen is Aurora. Just starting to foot.
Chat, is the broadcast too low?
And this is giving me a lot of those, at least feelings.
I felt like before when it was
iteration, this roster
hitting a little bit higher on my volume bar, but it looks like it's kind of sitting a little low.
The Beavers had the slowest rotating times of any roster on World's Edge, and even with just a slight change to Hardeki, the callouts don't seem to change. They are an edge preferential team that are continuing to extend their time in these zones.
I would really like to see 40% worse be able to pop off in these last 2 games, man. I thought they looked decent our last week in their top 10 finish. They just have struggled on some of their rotations today, man.
Where things are going to get a lot more difficult, 40% worse. Do sit
and they're kind of in a similar situation here now, right? Like look across, we got so many teams over on the cars as well as across the way from them.
And yet not really finding active positions from which to do so. Take this one, for example, as up on these fences, 40% worse can poke at other people, but they can't really start fights in any tangible way, and ultimately we'll have to move down to launch site with everyone else, facing up against teams like Phoenix Legacy and the Full English.
Now for 2R1C, they make quick moves out towards Thermal, but this is a team that usually likes to make their way into hard zone. The fact that they're contesting...
I also would like to have a 2R1C POV, but I'm not as worried about that as I am Aurora.
That usually holds heavy presence. I mean, that's the reason why they sit in the top 5 right now, where a majority of their placement comes from.
It's especially weird because they came from Thermal. Like, 2R1C... did not have to take the slow rotate, but in doing so have opted into a much more chaotic game for themselves, perhaps feeling like getting into launch site was a little bit too risky, a few too many unknowns. They exposed themselves to a different kind of risk, and are yet another team running Fuse, where especially on Edge, while still useful, I don't feel that Fuse shines nearly as much.
No, it capitalizes, like you said in the early game, on those buildings and holding strong positions in zone control, which is something that 2R1C are going to have to struggle with as they try to fight for positions in. Meanwhile, this feels a lot like deja vu with, of course,
all over again, even
here in the midst of tree. Last time around, good pushes onto Mind and Crew allowed them to take this position away, but was then a push onto Go Next.
And now they're gonna have to figure out how they're gonna rotate, though.
Thankfully, I think this time around they're a lot more respectful in terms of the movement.
Say the same thing for 40% worse here. Let's hang on board with them.
But careful for rats.
Again, I would really like to see them have a nice little pop-off game in game number 5 here.
Rats, okay?
Triple armor on me.
Yeah. We're good.
Chad, just because I have a weird feeling that we're gonna end up getting
these guys
ads by the end of the game, and I'd rather hit at least a quick minute of them now. I'm gonna do just a quick 60-second roll.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So
That way we're good to the end of the game.
Third-party people left side and right, okay?
100%.
We want to be the last team in.
This is moving down. This is moving down. They slid off the thing. They're going low ground. Behind us. The train track team. Yeah, they slid to low ground. I don't know what they're gonna do. Are they gonna take?
There.
That's another team. Yeah, that's another team.
We want to let them fight each other, okay?
Yeah, wait, they're pushing up this team kind of.
Yeah.
Wait, too.
Okay?
I can bang all these guys, yeah. So we 2-team push here kind of thing.
It's fine. They're gonna push each other.
I'll bang on one of the teams first. I got Fuse skill. Yeah.
They're pushing over here.
Yeah, they're crossing. Sorry, I forgot to comment. They're crossing here. They're gonna take the zip. They're gonna take the zip. Let's go. Pistol, 80.
I'm looking right. Yeah, I'm looking right. They're fighting on the middle bridge. Or middle tunnel. Lava siphon. I don't see the team that was pinged on
They have
the
a
right.
team behind them or no?
Yeah, shuffle
They
behind.
do.
Watch out for those guys.
I see the other team. I guess they went middle lava side.
You're vibing.
Yeah. I'm walking out here. I'm holding this, okay?
Yeah. I'm gonna look with Mandy that way, okay?
Bro, I'm seeing Aurora on
Oh,
the
we're
main
on zone here, by
broadcast.
the
I'm just
way.
like, bro, I wish I had Aurora POV.
I'm moving forward.
I want to at least see how
I don't think anyone's on the right.
Nope.
they get in a
Team's
zone
still on
here.
high ground.
Oh, I didn't realize that this was sitting
Left the team's fighting, but they jumped down, yeah.
in zone here.
They fighting right.
I thought they were gonna have to
Yeah.
move past these.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Bang out in this.
Horizontal dead, man.
Yeah.
Horizontal dead.
No, not yet, I think.
I'm swing forward. My bang out 46 on 1. I'm close. Yeah. Flash up.
Nice.
Dead, one dead. New team. I'm putting ball. One stun here.
Nice. Who's that that's rolling in here?
Team behind the box there, okay?
Red Dragon out in 15th.
You can nail that, yeah. Nice. Kevel. I'm batting. Kevel.
Go in. Fight this. Fight this, Jim.
Nice. Yeah, above me. Horizon. On me. Below.
Damn. That's a tougher tins, dog.
No.
Dude, I'm so bad. It's insane how fucking bad I am, dude. It should be illegal to be this fucking bad.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm healing up. I'm gonna
All right, 07's in a good spot here. Remember, we said that they need a big game. They're sitting down with, what,
We have end zone, okay? We just can't
8
trip anything.
points?
I can swap you guys weapons now. I have 30 PKs. Obviously not a good combo. Unless I can keep the mag and then I'll just go car.
I hear
car
another
PK.
On joue les DT, hein.
This is Le Site de France here. Having to rotate their way in.
Je suis passé au-dessus. Je la pète. Je mets une smoke.
Now they're going to be right in the...
Quasi crack, collé, quasi crack. J'ai juste
Oh,
low.
bro.
Je nade.
They didn't get a chance to heal either. They took all that
Je
storm
smoke à
damage.
droite, gaucher sur Kainer. Je suis avec vous. Il me swing, Watson. T'as mon knock.
Well, this is going to be Le Site de France going out, I believe. Yep. Who's it that they're falling to? Oh, that's Passion.
Corner fish, with Eva cover.
That means 07's probably looking down at them, right?
I'm getting shot from everywhere.
No smokes yet. We need to Q and take Eva.
Yeah.
Fucking, we need to go
No,
corner
who is
fish,
it that's
go
looking at
They're
them?
all watching us. They're all watching us, man.
Oh, it's Cybercats.
Below.
That's looking down at them. That is unfortunate.
They're all picking us.
Denze, 5 health in a dream. Gonna go down. Getting just poked the fuck out of at distance with that 30-30. My goodness.
I'm healing next.
Nice.
We really need that loot. I might look for it, boys.
I think
All right, 07 is gonna have to end up figuring out their way out of here.
I'm going for it.
Yeah. I'm coming.
You can solo hold position.
I think we just give up position for loot.
They're fine over.
I'm going for loot too, okay? Next.
Okay. Careful, there's one team here. I'm in a bad position here. I'm holding.
Going back to next.
I have a loot. Can I loot? I'm jumping down now.
Yeah, go for it. I'm climbing up.
Jump down. Can you kill me?
I have hella meds.
Light mag. I'm queuing next.
I'm going
Take
back.
height. Hold him, Amphi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming too.
So they're gonna take the time to get booted and booted here. They should have plenty of heals.
Tell me when those coming.
Also gonna be able to get a refresh on all of their cooldowns.
Drop the 2 to 4 here.
But they're gonna have to figure out where they're gonna take space in this next ring. It looks like there's a team across the way from them, over like north.
I need
Listen. Look at zone, okay? Lock in for this. We're gonna look to fight. If anything, maybe we can just play here. Amphi, go. Can you play here now? Can you check it?
Yeah, going.
There's a team underneath and a team above. Keep that in mind, okay?
Yeah.
We want the team underneath and
see how played
they need to hold us
in
together,
8.
like they need to help us, you know?
There's one team on red.
I have the spot.
Max, look at our back right now. Is it good, Amphi? Is it good?
It looks good.
Are we winning the game, Amphi?
We're fucking winning this game. Come on.
Okay.
All right, let's go, Naz. Let's fucking go, boys.
I need you to smoke height for us, Amphi.
That's the hype you need from your IGL right there.
And then I need you to swap me helmet afterwards, okay?
Okay.
Max, I'm going now.
We're hanging on board with 07 the rest of this. They're winning this, boys.
Kills, shots at me.
Nice.
42 flash. Kills, boys.
I'm coming. I'm taking.
All right, top 4 for 07. They're dead ass in the middle of the zone too. They are gonna have to worry about their height on the right.
Take this red pink position.
Wait, ping.
Right over
Just
right
rock.
me.
Go hold
Safe
next.
for me.
Safe for me.
Safe for me too.
Okay.
All right, so they're all gonna vibe. They have to worry about this team on the right.
Yeah, Amphi, go with Nags,
Going. With you,
damage.
202 down.
Didn't get none of that.
All good.
Top three, okay?
Gotta worry about the height there.
We need to play here, Amphi. We need to play here.
I'm going back.
Actually, play on me, Amphi. We swap, okay? Play me, Amphi. Me and Nax are both playing Big Rock.
I don't know where the other team is. Can we see?
No info. The drone is.
That's a good call.
Okay, win this fucking game, okay, man?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Shit.
We have zone.
Exactly. Pulse to us. That's why we're controlling this Big Rock.
I love it.
Is very important. I think I should play double on him. I should play double on him. I feel like.
No, if I get sleep, I have God. Yeah, play double with him. Play. I like that.
How do you want my bangle?
So it looks like there's at least one on the inside.
We just ult this direction from me.
Yeah,
from me to red ping, okay?
Is there one on the inside and then one on the right ledge? Probably.
This place is really good.
Would that be right?
You can play it.
Nax, can you just
We
play
have one
underneath?
team
Can you
here
play underneath
and then one
get
right
trapped
here.
underneath, like
I
trapped
think.
here, so that they jump down into them type shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna if they push it.
Yeah.
Go drone. Port on me.
Yes. Shall I come and I go with him?
I can't chal it. Smoke hide and then chal it.
It's a good call not to chow that though.
Come
back.
Here with you, baby.
Smoke hide and kill this fucking raid. Smoke hide and kill this raid. He needs to take the portal back.
Push him back. He's pushing it back.
Good boy, Raid.
Nice.
Go back.
Come on, 07. And Nasty, we trust, baby.
Okay, I'm looking at it. Get ready to help me if I call it.
Pause not safe. I'm playing under them.
They're jumping down here on me.
Wait.
Red ping. I ulted them. Team on height too.
Valve 70 on height.
Like careful.
Come on, boys.
I'm healing Nax.
I'm bang on height for you.
Come to me. Come Rock, Nax. Come to me.
I'm covered up.
Bangles. I'm not safe from Bangle. Just heal it.
He's healing through. That EMP misses them. Nice. That EMP misses 07. That EMP only hits the other team.
Get rid of the sip. Nate top.
They're a third party this.
Win this game, last team.
Let's go, 07. Come on, boys. Let's go. Nasty, please. Oh, let's go, boys. Oh, let's go, boys.
Zip it up.
All good.
There it is.
Let me play.
Come on, PK. Hit him with the PK. Oh! Let's go!
Come on! Come on, man!
Let's go, Nasky.
Talking about, baby. I'm fucking talking about.
Let's go!
Yes, man! Fuck yeah, man!
Love it, man. Love the passion. Let's get it.
One pop sim and 07 take the winning game 5.
Let's go.
What could have been a terrifying situation for 07, leaping into a full health Phoenix Legacy. They decide their fate, and in the end, it's a quick one pump from Nasky to send for the win.
Oh my god, hitting a reload behind a knockdown shield never feels good.
But then to hit the 107 after, yeah,
straight up
for real.
The game in a single shot, there's nothing like it. That was great play from, of course, 07. Phoenix Legacy.
Let's go, baby.
Navigating that end circle.
And Nasky, we trust. Let's get it.
I think everything alongside Mind there and their decision making for either 07 and Phoenix Legacy is something to take a look out there, because for Mind, from the low ground to back up, both
all right, we got one more game for
EMEA
EMEA chat.
Decisions here to put themselves in the best spot, and ultimately, well, yes, Phoenix Legacy was the team that got sent on there. Their early setup and a lot of the presence that they were showing made that wipe onto Mind so quick that they still could have relatively come out on top.
Incredible presence of mind. We'll talk a little bit more about it, but first, taking a look at this game's leaderboard. 07 with a fantastic first place.
That's big because they
Zone
were in.
prediction, the end game
They were hurting before that.
It all came down to this, and this is going to mean a lot for them on the leaderboards.
Yeah.
A big resurgence, but it's going to need to be bigger if they.
I mean, they had only had like 8 points before them.
Further, where the real lion's share of those overall points exist here.
I even less than that. Oh, it was 8
at
points.
The
yeah.
11th through 20th place, because this is where the pressure is really on when it comes into Game 6. For teams like Aurora, you can call this perhaps not a great game, but at least you're all right. The same cannot be said for teams like 40% Worse, or say Red Dragon even, who have not gotten that high up in the standings yet. Go Next and ESG also starting to get a little bit concerned, and I think that concerned is absolutely the operative word in my mind when I think about the way that went for Element 6.
They talked earlier about this contest being no slight, no issue, and instead it has been the Thord and E6's side.
This was, of course, the final two teams in our most recent game. 07 and Phoenix Legacy on the
13 kills for Phoenix Legacy, though.
Very different games. They've sat in very different positions.
This is over the
Phoenix
course of the
Legacy
day. Okay, never mind.
Prioritizing zone, of course, but sitting
I'm
on the
gonna say,
outside got a lot more damage in. A big part of this, Zephyr, and we can come back to talking about the end game now, I think does have to do with the presence that you talked about them showing, but I want to talk about Mind and the way that they approached this, because Mind, in deciding between these two teams, had to pick the lesser of two evils, and ultimately, a 3v3 against Phoenix Legacy does feel better than a 3v6 against 07 and Phoenix Legacy as you rotate on below ground.
It's true, and in the end, they're doing the best that they can there, because ultimately, while it isn't the win that they search for, they know they can at least contest for second if they take that fight appropriately. At that point, that team, you can go jump into their comms. I highly doubt they're looking for first at that moment. They have to make the choice decision to take it away. In the end, it actually pushes them
still
into
puts
the
them to
top
11th.
10.
Well,
this is pretty darn incredible to see Phoenix Legacy moving on up to 6.
Love to see Phoenix Legacy up there, though.
Technically just out of contention for the top
And
10.
Aurora can
LCDF
basically just
spitting
fucking
prowess, keeping them
drop
in
off
that
the map
position.
if they want
We've got
to.
one game left to see where these teams
Watch
go
the rest of
on
this
the
play
day.
out.
Teams like ANC have fallen pretty far down the leaderboards after their debut, and Element 6 joining right alongside them. 40% Worse as well. So we got to keep our eyes on these teams who do have a lot of pressure on them, especially those from Group A that are playing for their second day. As I said, one more game to go. And before we jump into it, we are going to take a quick break. Get some water,
my
because
water,
this next
chat.
one is going to be real exciting.
Don't you worry, Dia. I'm gonna refill my water. But because I said I wanted to, not because you told me to. Alright, be back.
All right, well, we've only got one.
Just because.
I hate it here. It actually reset everything. There's no way. And now I have a Aurora stream? I hate it here. And now I have a K-Switty stream? I hate it here. actually hurt, dog.
Seeing who comes out on top of this as Vex and Cybercats go at it.
Just whittling away on.
Give me a second to go through and get all of our
shield, and the radiant transfer regen does come through.
Stuff set, chat. I'm so sorry.
Cybercats able to push Vex out of Harvester. They're looking to do so again, but as Wig would say, napkin, 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 things might be a little tough for them this far.
Especially with the purple on the other side.
Rocking the white
Vex
tees.
Not only have the radiant transfer, but the extra shield HP to back it up, and on Babylon's no less. A terrifying player, especially if you ever watched this fella play out of Challenger Circuit. I would not want to mess with it. Ranches does get chunked out pretty heavily, and
can I move him? No, I
on
can't.
the verge of trying to give up this contest.
Am I able to move him this way? I am able to move this way. Nice.
This rotation, they drop down. Clemmy cracks for flash, and Facco
And Cybercats go out.
Cybercats are wiped out.
And this is not good for Cybercats, who are second overall on the day.
Yeah, they're gonna
crack open.
fall, man.
In heaven, they're waiting in the midst to try and
I don't think we have anybody
out
else.
Of the top three, and now we just have to wait. And Dia, what is this? What is this?
Oh my God, Tim!
The Skyhook.
You were not joking about the script. You knew the whole time.
Look,
here I was thinking it was just a bit of innocent
on the
fun.
broadcast, man, and you know how Graceful likes to talk to the devs? No, I'm just kidding. I am totally kidding.
For legal reasons. For legal reasons, we're kidding. This is we do have, I'll say, a more complicated game path now for a lot of our teams, not just out of the South, but including even teams like Aurora, who now get to change their strategy completely out of Climatizer, likely moving through the train line.
I'm so mad that I now have an Aurora tab.
Starting, they've got a good read.
I didn't earlier.
Like to get access to crafting. Epicenter starts to become a lot more attractive. Landslide for a lot of teams as well.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be really interesting because look where Made in Heaven has positioned themselves. We've seen a lot of zones pull specifically there and not actually end up on that Skyhook side. And typically you'll also see people playing that tunnel line. So I'm curious to see Made in Heaven evacing, making the choice to go deep into Skyhook.
And I think that if you're betting on a Skyhook ending, and you probably should be at this point in the game, if you've got zone read, and you likely do, this is what you're predicting, you do need to get into these buildings rather quickly. There are a lot of them now, but based on what your specific IGL's read is on the ring, you've really only got one or two options for an actual winning position. So zone teams are not really feeling relaxed at this point in the game. Instead, the pressure is very much on them to move as fast as possible. Edge teams, however, this is where they big chill.
This is where they big chill. I see no chill. I see third.
I was gonna say, I mean, out here, like, so you would like to get yourself a house, but there's gonna be so many teams rotating over this way at some point. UAM out in 19. That's tough. They're in 7th right now. Oh, they're not in 7th. What was the overalls?
Thrown down inside the building. Now, I really do love conduit ults that are
they're
utilized
9th.
inside.
Probably gonna fall outside the top 10 now.
They certainly can. This is worrying me, however. E6's rotation down. Remember, is a...
Dog, I'm so salty that we now have some of these other POVs I thought we didn't have.
They're backing up.
Not so much E6 as they've struggled today, but like especially Aurora.
Free here. Nice.
I'm red now. I'm buffered now.
I can't move up on that fucking guy.
Can we go countdown?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want.
Right. Make sure they don't get catch, okay? Let's just go countdown. They might follow us. Come here. Get to that. I'm opening the bin for you.
I need those salts.
I don't know why we're still sitting here on the screen. That's my fault, chat. They're obviously not doing anything. Oh, 7 just landed on a roof here. Do they have anybody underneath them? I'm guessing so.
They're gonna EMP. They're gonna EMP. Don't trap yet. Don't trap yet. Trap after the EMP.
Yep.
Actually, just one trap now. One trap now. Put it on cooldown.
What floor are they on? I want a different peak.
Third. I'm with Nampy. Swing it. Swing it. Swing it.
Yeah, swing.
I'm coming to you guys.
There's second. Swing it. 3, 2, 1.
With you.
Out here. Bottom.
They're bottom.
Swing stairs. 3, 2, 1.
Swinging.
Nothing.
They gave up.
They're running away.
Did they really give up the whole house?
They're afraid of us, man. They're terrified. They might look for the EMP play though, okay? The drone just came out. Look for the drone if you see it, boys.
Yeah. It's Phoenix Legacy. It should be, okay?
Yeah,
We're staying here all game. I don't think we can get deeper. Unless we can get... Weed? No, it's taken.
They're so fucking afraid.
Alright, so we're gonna chill on that for now.
Are they walking into you or no?
No, not yet.
They're scared. They have white armor.
They're on the other side of this.
Oh god, they're on my left, man. They're on my left.
Walking on me. Oh fuck.
This is a new team.
Might be a new team.
Yeah. No, I think it's the same team.
It could be if they're split, yeah.
No shot. It could look at zone. Skyhook.
Yeah, Skyhook zone.
Yeah. I just don't want to let them see that we have fights. Wait, they're coming close. Yeah, the door. I'm with you, subs.
And as we come back,
Oh, they're next to 07.
Yeah. We'll smoke it so they can't shoot you in the back.
It's a good call from Nasky earlier. He said that would be.
I'm low. I'm healing up here.
Backing up. Holding stairs. All good.
Behind. Get in now.
I'm in.
Nice. Come top right now, then peek red with me.
Good calls, Nasky.
Yep.
They were right here.
The doors are queued up at the bottom, okay? Nothing to worry about.
Heal up Amphi in case we have
TP in. TP into northwest building. Northwest building.
Okay. You don't need that energy mag.
So Skyhook is one of those end zones that gives us a lot of room for a lot of different teams down here.
7 that are looking for cheeky plays do have to be monitored, and they've got the potential to mess up your game a little bit later when eventually you do have to rotate in. Knowing who is where they think the zone is going to end, that's what it's all about, and it's what Phoenix Legacy is in the best place to observe. Taking another look at this ring, a lot of teams have read this in a similar way. It's get into Skyhook or die outside of Skyhook.
Yeah, but what if it pulls the other side of it?
They've anchored down
That'd be hilarious.
That tunnel, and as Aurora rotates in, they seem to have effectively found one member of 40% worse, waiting for reinforcements from the remaining 2 players, and a 9-imp staple as a Bangalore. It's smoking forward, coupling alongside the Digi threat to try and find the upper hand, but 9 Impulse, a Bangalore as well, going against Shiv, known for the Bangalorean Warlord, effectively has to come off and hit the Phoenix kit. But for 40% worse, can they manage that push? Aurora has to get to Skyhook.
A6 getting pushed. They made the conscious decision to move out into Countdown, hang on for what we have to imagine is the next ring scan. But even now looking at it,
if I'm one clipping, you guys are half clipping. Come on, motherfucker. Drone broken.
Nice, good job.
The box is right here. Maybe we can do that or no?
Nah.
Maybe wall it.
You want to
wait for zone.
Somebody actually in this with 40% worse? They are.
I'm good.
Would this be E6 maybe? E6 is on the outskirts down here, right?
I'm dead, I think.
Yeah, they got one at us.
It is not. That's E6. It's Aurora.
Team behind us. Can we go?
Oh, they are now getting pinched. Oh, bro.
It's my only hope.
Yeah. It's doable. Nobody's here.
Team behind us starting.
Yeah.
Try to bangle them. Aping us, maybe, from tunnel. One in tunnel, right side. Bangalore.
I'm here, I'm holding.
Yeah. They may try and ape us.
Pulls down left.
Yeah. They're pushing, sliding.
Alright, come on. Oh shit.
They're aping, yeah.
Moved out.
They're,
I'm gonna hold angle.
Yeah. Hold high ground angle.
What? No one.
Nice, huge.
You won?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just one. I'm down 1-2.
Ugh.
No.
That's not good. Come on, Shiv.
Edge team. I'm dead as fuck.
1 minute till close.
It's hard decky run them down, right?
Я не знаю, он убежал.
Тут резку, мобилку тут вызвали, мужики. Мужику забьете Солика. Нет.
I mean,
Нет.
if Aurora has a big game, they could be the first team here to still get that bonus.
А может мы на Е выйдем отсюда просто?
Мы можем этот шарик тыкнуть.
Right?
Пошли посмотрим, но мне кажется, нам лучше будет...
What is it, 50 points?
Careful,
He's
high.
just peeking me as well.
But we don't have an EMP
Realistically, if they were to pop off and get like 13 KP
it's a
here
duo that just rest in the building in front
and
of us.
win,
Do something on
they're
them.
at 95. If TFB doesn't get 4 and if Maiden Heaven doesn't get 6,
I only have 2 cells. I can't even.
there's a good chance they can pull it off.
I'm walking up, okay? Just
Okay.
do something. I'm walking up.
There is a team behind us, I think.
The wall here.
You can win this shit, guys. They're getting impeded. I can try to get some angle, maybe.
Passion vibing on their roof here currently. 07 getting pushed.
Come to me. Yeah. Rest.
I'm trying to rest.
I'm holding.
Watch your
I'm holding. All good. They're on the very top.
Nice.
I'm on a medkit.
We're gonna heal first. Heal first.
I'm healing Amphi. I healed Amphi.
Where are they?
On me. Come. On me.
Give me that.
30 on crypto.
With you,
I'm there. Wait. Let me wait for my nade.
That nade should take care of the fences.
Get
Nice.
back.
Oh, good nade from Nasky. That's gonna at least clear out their building. Should allow them to get space here. That team's gonna get eliminated. That's Red Dragon that goes out.
They died.
Okay, I need to loot.
Or was that Phoenix Legacy?
Yeah, loot it. Take the Phoenix. There's so much shit.
We're not in here, boys. Okay.
I'm taking the purple. I'm popping Phoenix.
I only have 1 cell, guys.
I'm popping Ulti cell. I've got 8 cells. I'll drop you. We got scan from north.
All right, so Sabs is out.
I'm taking. There's no cells here.
I'm dropping you.
Max Strafey's out.
Listen, I want to take bottom diner.
At least make sure we round out this game.
Got to watch this whole time.
I will wall later here and we play here, okay?
Unfortunate, man, but sorry. The last game here is top 8.
We should watch. We should double. At least double.
Triple. I'm gonna have a look here as well, but triple watch this shit. I will use wall for protection. I don't have bots. I just.
It looks like 07's still in it. 07's up to 8th place as well. If they have a strong finish, looks like they could potentially move themselves up into top 5.
Take cross. The team left cross. You can play for TC.
Yeah, just one guy behind. Here, they can do.
Yeah, look. Hold left side free, guys. Hold left side free.
Yeah, it's fine. We gotta play here. You see this? You need to look right side. I will wall to here.
Yeah, we go and play left.
Careful the back still. Yeah, still. Be careful. Make sure. Yeah, just chill. I will wall and you need to watch right side.
Final circle, we still got 6 teams left. This is about to be an absolute shit show, chat.
In front of us. I'm holding now.
Holding it.
I love it.
It's a good wall.
I kind of wish we could watch 07, not gonna lie. Especially because 07's starting off with some kills here.
I'm coming. Here. I'm resting. I'm sticking.
Yeah.
Shoot. Don't farm easy. We need to wipe.
Element 6 out. 07 still fragging. Yo, 07 might take this. Oh, dude. I kind of want to full send over to 07.
Right side. Oh my, in front as well. Right, hook in front.
You know what, chat?
Just you. I think we can right or left.
YOLO.
No.
No, we'll stay here.
Oh, you guys, I crack one in you. Yarka, play Nox.
Play Nox. Top 2.
Nice. 07 wins it back-to-back, baby! Let's go!
Please, bro, listen.
I knew I should have switched over.
Come on!
Let's go!
It's 07, baby! This is 07, baby. Fucking 07.
Let's go.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
I think, did they, how high up does that push them? That's what I really want to know. Golly, they're going crazy over there, bro. Let's go 07, baby.
How it played out in the comms of the team that ultimately got second place. And I think we saw 2R1C pull a move that a lot of teams made the exact same as. Trying to move out, play underneath the building that Made in Heaven ultimately held, and it didn't work out for them, and everybody committing so many resources to trying to play under Made in Heaven, trying to take away that
27 kills? Does that put them up into second?
Walk into the other side of the zone uncontested with too many catwalls to track and suffer very few losses as they face down a partial last squad.
You know, now that I think about it, spending a lot of time in that 2R1C listen-in really didn't allow us to see it from 07's perspective. But to grab 15 eliminations, a dominating performance, we've got to see some replays on behalf of Nasky and crew. But as we look towards Passion,
I'm so mad. I told y'all I wanted to switch over. I was like, I want to. I should have done it.
They've had a chokehold.
Oh, dude, the fucking internet going out cucked us. That's all good, though. We got to watch the end of it.
It's going to open some things up after this map, but I'd like to bring back Stella and Zephyr.
All right, come on, bring us into the scoreboards, man. I want to see where
goodness, I really wish
07 was able to pull up to.
Could have won that one, but obviously they were a little bit off on where exactly they wanted to go.
I think they got themselves top
to see that, but
4,
Zephyr, what did you
maybe
think?
3.
My bad. Zephyr, what did you think of the last circle where 2 rats, 1 controller could not pull it together to get that first win?
I mean, really, all I can say is, Yuchako, listen! Because that's about the only thing I heard in those comments at the moment. A little bit of that clarity, or lack thereof, though, really came back to bite 2R1C. In contest to what they were saying, I don't think they actually had the god spot, especially with 07 kind of in more preferential position off of the fence line, the building, but ultimately, their control, especially around those Dark Veils and their opponents, allowed them to transition at least into second overall. And who knows, maybe if we had some better directive there, a potential win on the board.
Yeah, so Tiff, I'm really curious, what was it like just seeing so many Catalyst walls in the end? We saw 2 crossing. I felt like I was getting taken back to a previous season.
It could be Apex Legends or it could be Visual Clutter Legends. That's just typically what it's been like seeing Catalyst in the mix, especially with year 3 and continuing into year 4. It is
all right, Chad, so here's the deal.
To keep your Dark Veil for those vital end games too.
Here's the deal, all right? It is 4 o'clock Eastern time. I am going to miss North America. The reason I am going to miss North America is I'm going back to sleep, dog. But that way I can make sure that we're back here for the double feature tonight for APAC North. All right.
Lead us through the past few end circles that we saw.
And then that way when we only take a quick nap for EMEA the following day, we're going to be Gucci. All right.
Now this one, we obviously start out with a lot of presence towards the likes here of, I believe, Made in Heaven, but ultimately,
sound good, y'all?
Cybercats really exemplifying that fuse in its control, pushing in, zoning, and then in the end, their presence alongside the likes, of course.
All right, we're starting to have some issues here. Let's just go look at the scoreboard. If we have a scoreboard, that means I'm going to find it. I'm going to bed afterwards. At least for a nap. I'm old, grouchy. All right, looks like we got a scoreboard after 6 games here, chat. 07 up into 3rd. Aurora just beastly. 22 points ahead of Made in Heaven. Dub for Made in Heaven, though, getting in 2nd place. Full English. Where'd UAM finish? The entirety of the old KCP roster still top 10 in today's lobby amongst 3 different teams. That's kind of crazy. Phoenix Legacy with a nice top 10. I think this was their first go round, right? Because they're Group C. So, yeah, that's our scoreboard chat. Like I said, we've got North America is going to be popping off here in about 2 hours. I will not be live for that. If for any reasons I am unable to get a full sleep in, and I wake up early, maybe we'll pop live towards the end of NA going into APAC North. But I want to make sure we can bring the hype, bring the noise, bring the funk for NA. I know NA is usually pretty cluttered with a bunch of other people, kind of doing watch parties and stuff. So feel free to go and kind of hang out with your favorite watch partier for NA. But we will be back live and kicking for the entirety of our double session tonight for APAC North. We'll be back tomorrow for EMEA as well. And then we'll probably do the same thing where we're going to skip NA tomorrow. But the reason we're skipping NA tomorrow is so we can try and get the first TLDR video, or get the week's TLDR video for week 2. We're going to try and see if we can push that out Monday. I'm going to try and see if I can get 5 videos up in 5 days on the weekday, during the week this week. Content. And then next weekend's watch parties as well. If for any reason we don't get to catch you tonight for APAC North as well as for EMEA tomorrow. Just a heads up, next weekend's watch parties are going to be kind of hit or miss, because your boy's back on the main broadcast for SSA for RLCS. So I'm going to prioritize sleep and performance, obviously, for that. And then there's a good chance the following weekend, which will be the last weekend of ALGS before the break, will probably be hit or miss as well, because I'm going to try and fill up my schedule with some team streams. I'm already in some talks with a few squads. So, but we'll pop live for watch parties where we can. Other than that, obviously, to keep the content slanging and banging over on YouTube. We appreciate y'all vibing out for the night, man. Till we catch y'all back over here for the next one. Don't forget, with everything crazy going on in the world today, be true, be you, be sincere, game hard and love hard. All right, y'all. Love you guys. We'll catch y'all tonight for APAC North. Peace!